Well, a very, very good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen, here at Cowdray Park Polo Club for the British Open Championships 2024. If you are joining us via the live stream, welcome to Cowdray TV in partnership with Polo Line TV, and those of you here pitchside on this glorious day with the most iconic setting of the Cowdray Castle ruins literally just behind us. And today it's all about this prestigious trophy. Joining me by my side here is my co-commentator, John Kent, and we will be guiding you through today, the match, the history, and what it's all about, winning something as prestigious and as iconic as this Gold Cup trophy. John, this trophy dates back to about 1956. There are some amazing, famous names upon it. The sun is shining. It is all about the final. The climax is building. It's an exciting day.
I'm so excited. Just standing next to this trophy as you talk, Carl. Straight away, the names, they just come out at you. Carlos Cressida, he's there. Next to me with the Tramontana side, Adolfo Cambiasso, he's there. The generations of Cressida there, the Heggies. It's just amazing looking at this trophy and the names that adorn it.
So really, the British Open is one of the highlights, or the highlight of the UK calendar. Think of it, if you like, as your Ryder Cup or your Ashes for cricket or a Formula One style. This is prestigious. There is the Argentine Open, there's the US Open, and this is the British Open. And it's got some royalty on there as well. The late His Royal Highness Prince Philip played many years in this trophy. We've got Lord Cowdray, we've got Charles Beresford, the big names. You mentioned Tramontana. They won this, Antti Amberakos's Tramontana. 1991 was their first win. They won it 5 times, this team. A little bit like the Dubai team that are playing in the final here, John. The green team of Ali Al-Bawadi, Rashid Al-Bawadi. They've won this trophy 5 times.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking at that 2001 team there. You mentioned Ali Al-Bawadi, Lolo Castagnola, Adolfo Cambiasso. I mean, it's almost as if they're out here this afternoon, but the next generation.
The next generation. I mean, if we jump, say, 25 years back, it's seen it all. We've had Nina Clarkin, or Nina Vesti, Nina Clarkin. She played for Hilden Sport in 2003, representing, and now she is one of the leading female players in women's polo. This year, talking about women's polo, UAE just won yesterday, didn't they?
They did. They won the championship yesterday. A great comeback with Hazel Jackson, who played in this tournament.
Yeah, she was playing for Black Bears. We had Her Highness Sheikha Mather, and we had Corinne Ricard playing for La Dauphine Mura Sanctus. And then if we start to move sort of forwards after that, obviously Dubai won it 5 times. The King Power, let's mention them. They are on this trophy 3 times, King Power. The mighty King Power Foxes, 15, 2016, 2017, and John, they won the Premiership at the same time.
Yeah, I don't think any other football club can claim that double act of winning the Premiership and the Cowdray Polo British Open all in the same year, but that really was a dynasty, backed up by the Pires.
Yeah, backed up by Facu and Gonza, Facundo and Gonzalito Pieres, for all 3 actually. What a partnership that was. They played again this year for the Black Bears team, but they didn't really have a good run, did they?
No, it wasn't their best year. King Power, they were also back. They got to the semi-final. The names, they just keep on coming.
Yeah, and then let's talk about 2018. We've got to give them a mention. We always do. The all-English players, the El Romanzo boys, and then we had Next Generation in 2020. Remember him, Perotto. He's here today. We saw him for the very first time in 2020 with his dad. He's got better. He's here in the final. And then let's build up to last year. Last year's winner, UAE. They were knocked out early stages.
They were, but they play such great running polo. Their team, they will come back, but like you say, knocked out early, a new champion coming this year, especially in terms of the main players, the captains.
Perotto Cambiasso versus Heta Castagnola. That's what it is. John, thank you very much. I'm going to bring in another John, John Bunn, our recent appointed chairman. And we're going to swap out Little John for Big John. See you shortly. John, newly appointed chairman here at Cowdray Park Polo Club. I mean, what a tournament. 18 teams, 4 qualifying matches. Then we had some penalties. Then we had quarterfinals. Then we had semi-finals. And then today, the big one, the final. Now for you, newly appointed, for the chairman, it's been one of the wettest summers ever. Stressed or successful?
It's like a duck. The surface looks amazing. Underneath, but everybody's been paddling like crazy. It's the worst summer we've had in the lead up. The ground temperatures last week, 12 degrees. I mean, it was impossible to grow anything. And we've mown this field 4 times in 24 hours.
Wow.
Now everything's kicking in and starting to grow. The pitch is in amazing condition, actually.
Yeah, do you know what? It's had a lot of polo on it. 18 teams playing 4 qualifying matches at the start with one of the wettest conditions ever. How have you found coming in, newly appointed chairman? Obviously, you know polo, you play polo, you have a lot of history within polo, and your background is extensive in that. So coming in with that knowledge and coming into somewhere like Cowdray that you've played here, how have you found that? Has that given you a slight sort of edge, or is it sort of let's just sit for a year and find out what's going on this big ship?
I think you can't sit down and wait a year. I mean, we've come in, we had an agronomist in last week. We've looked at 7 of the pitches, 5 of which we want to use for high goal, the plan for the winter program. You know, you've got to assume that you're going to have a bad summer like this every 3 or 4 years. So you've got to make sure the pitches are resilient. We've got a new program that hopefully we'll have in place, ready to start. This pitch will probably be redone in a minor way. We're not ripping it up because it's one of the best in the world in these conditions, but we're going to improve the drainage and change the top surface. And so we've got plans already, which will start the last week of August.
That's so exciting to hear, because, I mean, it is iconic. The British Open, the Gold Cup, it's been here for many years. Like we said, 1956 was the first Gold Cup, and names from around the world compete for this prestigious tournament, and this is what it's all about. How successful, how proud, how's the club feeling going into this year with 18 teams coming in? That's a lot of hard work. Surely the feeling in the camp is good.
I think high goal, for some reason, is extraordinarily busy this year. We're going back 2008, 9, 10, 11. We had 20, 18 and 20 teams. And let's hope it's the start of something big. We're capable. We just need one more pitch, which we're working on. But, you know, you need some weather. We're normally playing in the best time of year. This year, atrocious, but we've got there. But the pitch, I must say, we walked it yesterday and we've been looking all week, is the best it's been for a couple of years. I mean, it's fantastic.
That's really good to hear, John. Really good to hear, and long may it continue. And it's not just about the high goal. You have so many tournaments running throughout this season here at Cowdray, from grassroots level up to the high goal. You had the Tripits Challenge kicking off in May. You've had a lot of polo, so well done, and congratulations to Cowdray getting these pitches ready. And it's all about the final. And let's take a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, please watch this. Don't go anywhere on the live stream. If you're here by the big screen, let's take a look at last year's tournament and tournament winners UAE. This is one epic highlight video. Let's take a look at last year's tournament. Well, if that doesn't make you excited for a epic showdown final, I don't know what will. Ladies and gentlemen, what a highlights to last year's. So here we are, Dubai camp behind me, and it's all about two of the outstanding talents emerging through. There's definitely a changing of the guard at the moment. Two of the brightest stars in each team, a new generation, two massive organisations, Dubai and La Dolfina Great Oaks. Internationally renowned, no strangers to being in a final, winning titles around the world. So let's start with Dubai. It's a four-man team for sure, and they are strong, undefeated coming into this tournament alongside their opponents, La Dolfina Great Oaks. They've been here many times before over the years. 2001 was their first win, and that was with father to Hector Castagnola, Lola Castagnola. I think he was behind me. Yes, there he is, sitting there. He's not pacing yet, but he will be shortly. 2001, that was with Ali Al-Bawadi, Rashid's dad, Ryan Pemble, Lola, and Adolfo Cambiasso. Then in 2005 with Tariq Al-Bawadi. Then in 2010 with Adolfo Cambiasso and Pablo Madonna. And then in 2014 with Diego Kavanagh, who is playing in La Dolfina Great Oaks team, and Adolfo. And then in 2019, it was when Hector won his first ever British Open alongside his brother Barto, with Rashid and with Nachi Duplessis. Now, they always seem to get this lineup just right. I mean, each year they come super strong. The last 2 years, they haven't been able to do it. It was UAE last year, and then before that, it was Park Place. They've been in the final, though. They were in the final 22 and in 23. But they're looking pumped, and their horses are on absolute fire. They easily knocked out Black Bears in the quarterfinals. Easily. A bit of a bumpy road for Black Bears this year. And Queen's Cup winners Talon Dracus. They've knocked them out in the semi-finals to find a place here to attempt to take their 6th win of the British Open. Now, the team is coached by Lola Castagnola. You can see him behind me, former Tengola, father to Hector. He played with Dubai all those years ago, and then to watch his son, to watch Hector take part and try and bid for another British Open win is unbelievable. His other son Barto played for the Desert Palm. The blood runs high in the Castagnola family. This year, we've got very young team. It's a very young team. Rashid, he's 30, 31, but he's super on and off the ball, always up there to score the goals, playing off 2 goals. He is a scoring machine for a patron. Then we've got young 17-year-old Beltran Laule. What a superstar. What confidence. He's passing the ball up. He's moving it around. He's marking. He has been having such a great game. I'm loving the way he's passing up to Hector. Antonio Hegyi, another name, the Hegyi, another generation coming through, like an Alcaraz coming through as a Federer and a Djokovic move on, and Alcaraz comes through. And Antonio Hegyi is 5 goals, but he's physically fit. He's there. He's not frightened to get stuck in. He has got confidence, 10 goals of confidence. And then talking of 10 goals of confidence, Hector Castagnola. I mean, he plays his own game. He plays his own style. We saw him in 2019 win that amazing overtime neck shot against King Power to win his first ever British Open. But he has his own style and literally is defining a new generation of polo. And those diagonal lines, oh my Lord. The diagonal lines from Hector, watch out for them. He comes across, neck shot, boom. And he's the goal-scoring machine. He is the leading goal scorer of the tournament with 54 goals. 54 goals. No one's ever near him on that scoreboard. Ladies and gentlemen, here is how Ali Al-Bawadi's army, Dubai, made their way through to this final day's showdown.
Sends it to Castagnola. Castagnola to the left-hand side of Will Harper. Hector Castagnola. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, out for air. Hector Castagnola. No mistake this time.
Drives a shot right into the middle of the field and onto it nicely. There was Al-Bawadi. Oh, it's Al-Bawadi before. He's hit a good pass up to Heggie's up at the front. That's great play from the whole team and a superb goal. Well done. Great goal from Dubai. Special mention there to Rashid Al-Bawadi. The standstill, chops out one forward. Oh, it didn't get away out of the danger zone. Backhand coming in, and Laolay comes onto it. He opens up another backhand toward the goal. Hetter's there to finish it off, and that's a tidy little goal. Wow, great angles there from Dubai, and Hetter's put up 2 already.
Jackson stolen away by Hector Castagnola. Castagnola spins it round and the overlap could be there. And look at the pass by Hector Castagnola looking for Rashid Al-Wadi. It's Rashid Al-Wadi for Dubai. He picks up the bounce of the ball. One more to go for Rashid Al-Wadi towards the goal. Rashid Al-Wadi, 13-4. You can't stop it. Written out of it again by Torgata. The backhand played by Musio, but now goes Hector Castagnola. Castagnola, he's got away, and watch Fidel go. He just flattens out, and Hector Castagnola with Lawns ground #1 in front of him. It's the perfect approach shot. It's going to be the perfect goal. Hector Castagnola, where he is.
Now, Dubai made their way through to the showdown today in today's final. And their opponents, the mighty Oaks, the mighty La Dolfina Great Oaks. And they have shown sheer domination in this tournament. Like their opponents, they have come through on a completely undefeated record. All of their games winning with a very comfortable lead, apart from one in the quarterfinals against Desert Palm, which was very close to the wire, 11-10. But it reminded us that they are human and that this team can actually leave things a little bit late. Now, it's the first time partnering up La Dolfina with Great Oaks, but they are no strangers to playing and winning on the world stage. La Dolfina themselves, with Perotto, recently won the US Open Championship. That was in about April. Then he came over here. He joined forces. La Dolfina joined forces with Great Oaks, and it has been working really, really well. They kicked off the season by winning the Justinery and Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. They were then finalists in the Cartier Queen's Cup at Guards Polo Club, just being pipped to the post by Talon Dracus, who made it to the semi-finals of this tournament. And then they're here, undefeated, same as Dubai, ready for today's showdown. They knocked out King Power in the semi-finals very easily, and they don't take any prisoners. Now, the matchup has been absolute genius. It's working so well, but so is the horsepower, and so is the choice of players. Let's have a look. Dylan Bacon, 2 goals. Wow, he's definitely got to go up because he is playing lights out. He is formidable. He's there, ready to work, mark, open up the spaces, get in front, receive the pass, and he is physical out there. He's been having a great tournament so far, and good luck to you, Dylan. It's been a pleasure to watch you this season. Kean Hall, Englishman, just opening up the spaces, marking the man, creating those avenues for Diego Kavanagh, experienced player. What is he now? Mid-30s. He has been there. He's won many a title. He's got Argentine tournaments under his belt, Queen's Cup. He's won the this British Open in 2014 with Adolfo Cambiasso, with Perotto's father, and again with Dubai, actually. And then with the Next Generation team, which was in 2020, Jean-Francois Decaux's Next Generation, aptly named as when we were dazzled with Perotto Cambiasso's talent. But Diego knows Perotto well. He's watched him grow up. He has been a guardian, if you like. A Cambiasso and a Kavanagh go hand in hand, and Diego's always been there, mentoring, if you like, around helping Adolfo get Perotto up and running, and they are joining each other today as this super young, talented player is out there with Diego. It's going to be really interesting to see whether he can take charge, whether he's got that commitment. 18 years of age, will he be able to steer the ship? Will he be able to call the right decisions? But his confidence seems to grow, and he's 10 goals in everywhere bar here. He's 9 over here. That's not going to stay long. He's going to be 10 here very, very shortly. Let's take a look how these mighty La Dolfina Great Oaks made their way through here to today's showdown. Will it be enough to find Marcos? It doesn't. Just finds the stick, and this is a steal now. Kean Hall out the front. Kean Hall pops it in. Great goal. Kean Hall just enough to get in front. Picked up that backhand.
Ball glued to the end of his mallet. Look at this on Perotto. Nice individual attack here. Perotto now a next shot towards the goal. Bacon finding himself unmarked. He's just going to tap it to finish it off. Dylan Bacon here for La Dolfina Great Oaks. And there we go. Bacon with his first goal of the day.
Those goals from the small mistakes made. That was a good play as Perotto ran up to the number 1 position, receives a pass, and I think he's going to answer that goal straight away with the ball in the air. Perotto Cambiasso. We'll watch that one on the highlight reel.
Possession is up for grabs. There's a mad scrap here with sticks flying in from everywhere, but the Whites still have it. Nicely worked around the corner. This is very, very good. Brilliant stuff. Look at that. Diego Kavanagh has got the score, and he has doubled up the lead here for the Whites. They go 2-0.
It's a great setup there, and it's going to be sent up to Dylan Bacon, and that was such a great play between Dylan Bacon and Diego Kavanagh. And La Dolfina Great Oaks. Dylan Bacon with the approach. He's being chased by Castagnola, but Dylan Bacon with the shot, with the score, and what a goal! It has been spot on, and they lead 5-1 as Perotto looks to go again. Perotto, he's really got his eye in today. The big cut shot, I think it's going to go straight through the goal.
Now, this is the year of the changing of the guard. For many years, a sportsman will dominate the sport, whether it's a Senna or whether it's a Tiger Woods or it's a Federer or a Djokovic. And they have a period of time where they become the top sportsman of their discipline. And like their fathers before them, Adolfo Cambiasso still maintaining that level, how he's done that for nearly 30 years. Lola Castagnola, he was a former 10-goaler, still very much Polo up there representing the high levels. The next two coming through are the sons of those two amazing players. Perotto Cambiasso, Adolfo Jr. and Camilo Heta Castagnola. Both of them are under 22 years of age. Now, Perotto Cambiasso is 9 goals in the UK, 10 goals around the world, and only 18 years of age. Heta Castagnola, he's 10 goals, the best you can get, all over the world, and he is only 21 years of age. Where can you get father and son, father and daughter, family members playing the same level of polo at such a high level together? That is what makes polo truly unique. Fathers, legends of the game. I mean, Adolfo still maintains that 10 goals around the world. He's just only gone down a 9 here in the UK, and it feels weird to say 9 goals. Lola, 10 goals, and now coaching his son, and Barto and Heta. These two young, talented players are changing the way polo is played. They're raising the bar. They're changing the skill. They're changing the format, their focus, their drive, their hunger for winning. But they're also blessed. They're blessed with the support and the horsepower that many, many really could only dream of. With all this pressure, with all of this hype, competing against your strongest rival on the field, how do you think they feel off the field? How do you think they really feel about each other? When you have two of the best, youngest, brightest stars emerging firmly in the sport of polo, what do they really think of each other? What do they think of their horses? What do they think of their plays? And do they really, really get on? Well, Cowdray TV and Polo Line TV have managed to get a very rare and exclusive interview to sit down two of the rising stars in the polo world. It's an interview with Perotto and with Heta. Take a look. This is fantastic. It's one to watch.
Para relajar, no te vas a poner nervioso. No, un traguito. Si lo tengo así domingo, estoy muy bien.
Si tuvieras que elegir una yegua de poroto para usar en la final, ¿cuál elegís?
El lote entero. La chicharra me gusta mucho. La Galaxy.
¿Con qué se compara ganar el abierto de Palermo?
No, con nada. Y no sé, con un mundial para un jugador de fútbol el mejor torneo en cada deporte. Así que futbolista, boludo. Es difícil. No soy futbolista y no puedo opinar, pero calculo que...
¿Ganar en suplementario o por goleada?
En suplementario, capaz. Yo por goleada. Sin sufrir, gracias.
¿Gol de mitad de cancha o corrida de arco a arco?
Corrida de arco a arco. Corrida de arco a arco.
¿Cuál es la mejor cualidad que tiene Poroto dentro de la cancha?
Y todo. ¿Qué querés te diga, boludo? No vale, una sola. Ya sabía igual, pero... Y completito también. Pero... qué sé yo, la mentalidad. Va siempre adelante.
¿Qué tiene especial jugar la Gold Cup?
Te había parecido complicada, me la dejaste a mí, hijo de puta. No se va a copiar después, No, jugar la Gold Cup, no sé. Torneo grande del Polo y jugarla y llegar a una final, creo que es todo lo que todos los polistas buscan en esta época y nada. Creo que es el torneo más importante de Inglaterra con la Queen's Cup, así que placer. Bastante bien. ¿Zafé?
Sí, es uno de los torneos más importantes del año y la verdad que jugarlo con un equipo competitivo y con chances es mejor, así que nada, disfrutándolo mucho.
¿El momento de tu carrera más feliz hasta ahora?
El abierto ganado.
Sí,
Este tiene dos.
Sí, el abierto, también la primera Gold Cup que ganamos acá con Barto fue muy linda.
¿Y el más triste?
Bueno, se me escaparon alguna final de la Gold Cup ahí que bueno, hubiese estado lindo ganarla, pero bueno, es deporte.
Y lo mismo, creo que la Queen de este año me dolió. Después de haber hecho una buena final y que nos quedamos con las ganas un poquito más y capaz que el abierto.
¿Cuál o quién es tu mayor inspiración?
Y en el polo mi papá. En otros deportes, no sé, son muchos. Nadal me gusta mucho, pero en el deporte papá.
Y también sí, creo que todo lo que aprendí fue por papá, así que creo que papá.
Me está copiando en todas al final.
¿Pensaron que iban a llegar tan lejos siendo tan jóvenes?
Vas vos y yo. Vos. Creo que no lo pensás. Vas muy día a día y por ahí después, si te pones a pensarlo un poco, puede sorprender, pero hoy no frenás en eso. Creo que todo lo que está en la cabeza es para adelante. Es difícil no copiarte.
Sí, obviamente es a lo que apuntás desde que arrancás a jugar, pero bueno, obviamente no es fácil y bueno, muy contento de que nos pueda estar yendo bien.
Si tuvieran que elegir un superpoder dentro de la cancha, ¿cuál y por qué?
Yo creo que no sé, poder mantener la concentración los 6 checkers, creo que es muy difícil.
Es buena la que tiró, Es buena. O que cuesta esa.
Algo pide.
No me voy a poder, la puta madre, déjame pensar.
Bueno, pero...
Bueno,
algo lógico,
multiplicarme en el último cheque, que juguemos de a 3 más. No, algo lógico, la de él está muy buena.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome. What a rare and exclusive interview with two of the most, the emerging talents, the dazzling players between Heta and Polo. We don't often get them together. And what a rare insight into what they think of each other, the respect that they have. That was very interesting, seeing Polo saying that Heta has it all. He has it all. And he has the mentality. But then Heta saying to Polo, you know, what can I say about this man? He's got it all too. So massive respect. I love the horses. Chichara is Heta saying that he likes one of Polo's Chichara, which has won Best Playing Pony a few times. But ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good afternoon to you all. Welcome to Cowdray Park Polo Club for the British Open Final 2024. We are live streaming around the world for Cowdray TV and Polo Line TV. And we are here, the leading goal scorer, just having a look at some stats, is Heta Castagnola, as I mentioned to you before, 54 goals. 54 goals, Heta Castagnola. Polito Pierres was second with 39. Pablo Madonna, 36. Francisco Elizalde was 32 goals. And then Diego Cavana, he is the number 5th on the scoreboard. He's 31 goals. But Heta, look at that, 54 goals. What a trophy to play for. It is the British Open. It's like the US Open. It's like the Argentine Open. And if you have a look at these players, ones to watch, you've got Polo, who's 18, Heta's 21. Polo's 9 goals in the UK, 10 in the rest of the world. Heta's 10 goals around the world. 20 goals in this tournament versus 54 goals. What does that tell you about the play? Polo scored 20, Heta scored 54. Gold Cup titles. Polo got his with his dad in 2020 in Jean-Francois aptly named Next Generation, and Heta got his with his brother, with Diego Cavana, with his brother, Nachi Duplessis and Rashid Abouadi in 2019. Oh, John, it's going to be a really exciting day. These two have come in undefeated throughout the whole tournament. We talk about the brightest stars. We talk about them being the best players in the world, but it really is a changing of the guard at the moment, isn't there? There's like a Federer and a Djokovic and a Tiger Woods. They dominate the game, and then suddenly you get your Alcarazes coming through. You get your Verstappens coming through instead of your Sennas and your Schumachers. It's exciting.
Yeah, no, these two young players, Polo and Heta, they are going to be playing on this penultimate Sunday of July for years and years to come. But Carl, you and I, we were having a little chat before, and what's really interesting about today's final is it's the first time one of these players will win as a real linchpin. They both won previously, like you said, Polo with his father, Adolfo, with Diego, who he plays today, Heta with Barto, his older brother, with Nachi Duplessis. Heta since has been to a couple of finals, but yet to win one. So if he was to win today, it would be that first victory as that real key player within the team.
I think that's key, like you say, finalists in 2022, finalists in 2023, Dubai. Now, they have won it as a team, not Heta himself in this format. They have won it 5 times, the Gold Cup, the British Open, Dubai. But like you said, is there now a chance that these two have got the mentality? They've obviously got the skill. Have they got the mentality to order their teammates, to structure the game, to take control, being the dominant players out there with the higher handicap? Have they got what it takes under the pressure? This is huge pressure for them. 18 years old, 21, on the biggest stage in England, nearly in the world. It's a big ask.
No, it's a big ask. It's really interesting as well. You talk about that mentality. You talk about whether they can do it at a young age. Now, Dubai, they've kind of come through this tournament essentially untested in many ways. So Heta, has he been under that much pressure?
Polo came in undefeated, absolutely the same. And La Dauphine Great Oaks, quite comfortable scores throughout, apart from suddenly they reminded us that they're human and that Polo is human, because they had a very, very close game, 11-10 against the second organisation from Dubai, Desert Palm, in the quarterfinal stages. And it was like, wow, okay. But then that is the only blip we've seen. It's been undefeated since. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting, John. I mean, look at the top goal scorers as well. We talk about the pros, we talk about the leading guys, but what about the the captains and the patrons. Alejandro Aznar, I mean, wow, what a tournament for him. 6 goals. 6 goals for Alejandro Aznar. Top Siwat Hanaprabha for King Power, 6 goals. Ugs Karminak for Talandrakas, they made it through to the semi-finals, 6 goals. Black Bears returned this year with Facundo Gonza, Hazel Jackson leading the fort for women's polo, and Guy Schwarzenbach, 4 goals for Guy, and Dylan Bacon, who's out there today, 4 goals on the scoreboard. So I hope Dylan, hopefully, if he scores if he gets 3 goals, he will take the leading patron captain scorer of the tournament, which would be fantastic.
Yeah, and going back to what you were talking about there, how Ladolfina Great Oaks, they came under pressure in those quarterfinals and semifinals. There's 2 parts of that. There's that old saying that good teams, the best teams win, not always playing their best, and Perotto showed that he could do that. But also, Dylan Bacon, we just saw there as one of those top scoring patrons, as Perotto and Diego came under more and more pressure in those quarterfinals and semifinals. Dylan Bacon and Cian Hall, they made a massive, massive difference in the way that they played.
So I talked about it in our intro there, just as we were down at both camps. And Cian Hall, I mean, he opens up the space. He creates that room for Diego and Perotto to kind of come through. But what's really nice is Diego is such a selfless player. He is 8 goals. He's got Argentine, Queen's Cup, Gold Cups to his name. He's 37, 38, I think, Diego. He's watched Perotto grow up. He's seen him as a kid. He plays with his dad. They've played together over the years. He's kind of like a guardian out there, if you like, a bit of a mentor, but he's allowing Perotto to do the work. And these team, the 3 of them, it's a 4-man team. It's a 4-man team for sure, which is very similar to Dubai.
It is really, really similar to Dubai. And I love this Dubai formation this year as well. Those who watched this game last year, Dubai were in the final. It was with Rufino Bensadon, who is undoubtedly one of the best young players in the world and such a bright future in this game. His handicap changed, so he had to make his way out of the team. They returned this year with Rashid, with young Laulay, and Antonio Hegi comes in this year. Now, Antonio Hegi, another young superstar, but a very different style of player, and it's just opened them up more. It's added a bit of forward momentum to the side.
Absolutely, and testament to that, John, is most games Antonio Hegi would come off with a plaster on his forehead or a cut to his chin or something, because he is physical. He has got Hegi blood running through his veins, yes, but he is not afraid to get into those plays. And I mean, he has confidence. He's 5 goals, but he has confidence of a 10-goal player for sure. Let's introduce these teams to the live stream, and we'll be waiting for the players to come out on the field, and we'll do it pitch side as well. We're streaming both sides to Cowdray TV and to the pitch side. So for the lineups here, for the courtesy of our viewers around the world, for the British Open Championship Final 2024, let's have a rundown. Ladolfina Great Oaks. Ladolfina Great Oaks at 1. Dylan Bacon, absolutely on fire at the moment. Dylan Bacon plays off a handicap of 2 goals. Cian Hall, the Englishman, at the number 2 position. He is playing off 3 goals. Diego Kavanagh, he's 38 years of age. He's won many international titles around the world, and he is 8 goals, joining the young, dazzling star, Adolfo Perotto Cambiasso Jr., 9 goals. That is a 22-goal team. They are playing against Dubai. Dubai will be in their classic green and white shirts. Heta Castagnola, Camilo Castagnola in your programs, off 10 goals. 10, the highest rated handicap you can get. Number 2 position, Rashid Al-Bawadi, the patron, son to Ali Al-Bawadi, watching on, 2 goals. Antonio Hegi. Hegi blood, another name coming through. Changing of the guard is happening with every single name on that scoreboard. The number 3, Antonio Hegi, off 5 goals. And then the number 4 position at the back, we talked about him earlier, the 17-year-old. Gaston is his dad, is also his pilot. He plays the horses for him. He breeds the horses for him. He's a very lucky boy. Beltran Laulay at the back for the Dubai team. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, pitch side, they are lining up with the umpires. And we have the Dubai team to the left of the umpires, and we have the Ladolfina Great Oaks to the right of the umpires. This tournament dates back to 1956. It's had His Royal Highness the late Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip, play, Lord Cowdrays, we've had Charles Beresford's, and we've had many, many names coming through from 56 all the way up to today. UAE lost throughout the semi-finals and the quarters, but they were title holders last year. UAE, they won the ladies yesterday though, John, which is fantastic. Right, here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the two teams as they do a lap of honor around the field. On the far side, on the bank, please show your appreciation for La Dolfina Great Oaks. And on the grandstand side and the gazebo side, would you please show your appreciation for Dubai? Dubai just passing through past the Gold Cup, the illustrious, the iconic Gold Cup. There is the Dubai team. Nearest us, Beltron Laule. Antonio Heggie in the 3 shirt. Heta just out the back there slightly with the grey helmet. Heta Castagnola. Rashid Al-Bawadi with the navy hat, the number 2. And then on the far side, we'll wait for them to come round. On this side as well, the La Dolfina Great Oaks. What a sight, John. Look at the pitch. Look at the people. The grass is growing, the sun is shining. We've got perfect weather for a final.
No, we're doing it. It's an absolutely packed out day here. We must have about 10,000 or so people here around this famous ground, Lawns number 2. What a day. I'm so excited for this game to get underway.
So, La Dolfina Great Oaks, it's a new partnership, it's a new matchup. And it's working well, it's genius. Let's have a look as they come past this side. Show your appreciation for the white shirts. Nearest us is Perotto Cambiasso, Adolfo Cambiasso Jr. Next to him is Diego Kavanagh. In the black hat is Kian Hall. And with the goggles and the grey hat, next to the umpire is Dylan Bacon. What a team. Mighty Oaks, mighty La Dolfina Great Oaks. La Dolfina won the US Open with Perotto. He then came here and joined forces with Great Oaks with a brilliant format for their first time entering as a La Dolfina Great Oaks team. They won the Justine Ian Brooks Prince of Wales Trophy. They were finalists in the Cartier Queen's Cup, one of the highest English matches that you can go for. And then now in the final, undefeated for the British Open.
No, it's the final we all dreamt of. And I even think in back Queen's Cup, you know, Dubai, they had a bad 5 chukkers against King Power in the quarterfinal, and then came to their own in that quarterfinal, the final chukker. They couldn't quite do it in the end, but what a final. If you'd put together at the beginning of this tournament and you said it was going to be Heta versus Perotto, the might of La Dolfina Great Oaks against the power of Dubai, both undefeated, this just has it all. This is going to be an amazing script that we're going to see written in front of us today.
Absolutely. This is Djokovic versus Federer. This is it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the live stream as well, we're going to talk some horses before they live up in front of us here. So for La Dolfina Great Oaks, on his horse for the first chukker, Dylan Bacon is on Menitera. Kian Hall is on Lucky Girl. Diego Kavanagh is on Aqua. And Adolfo Perotto Cambiasso is on Chichara. Chichara is one of Heta's favourites, and Chichara has won many best playing pony for Perotto. Bred by Juan Martin Nero, and he absolutely loves this horse, Heta. Okay, here we go. Perotto, sorry. Here we go. Dubai Polo, Heta Castagnola. Normally comes out on Love Lux Fidel. I'll have a look to see if I can see if he's on Love Lux Fidel. Rashid Al-Bawadi on Sevillana. Antonio Heggie is on Melba, and Beltron Laule on Bondi Beach. So, ladies and gentlemen, here they are lining up in front of us. Now, let's go with the green shirts of the Dubai team. playing at 1 with the grey helmet off a handicap of 10 goals. Please put your hands together for Camilo Heta Castagnola. Playing in the number 2 position with the navy hat, it is Rashid Al-Bawadi off a handicap of 2 goals. Playing in the number 3 position, put your hands together for Antonio Hegyi off a handicap of 5 goals. And at the back, 17 years of age, put your hands together for Beltran Laule off a handicap of 4 goals. The Dubai team, they've won this tournament 5 times over the years. Can they make it a 6th win? They were finalists in 22, finalists in 23. Or will this new matchup of La Dauphina Great Oaks spoil their run for a 6th win? At 1, Dylan Bacon playing off a handicap of 2 goals. Playing at number 2 with the black hat, Kean Hall off a handicap of 3 goals. Playing in the number 3 possession, it is Diego Kavanagh off a handicap of 8 goals. And at the back, it is Poroto Cambiasso Adolfo Jr. It is 9 goals, Poroto Cambiasso. Tim Bown, third man, Jason Dixon, and Peter Wright are our umpires. Peter Wright, Jason Dixon are mounted officials, and Tim Bown, our third man. John, there you go, whip off. Some of them changing on to some fresh horses. Let's see if he comes out on Lovelock's Fidel Heta, and let's see who Poroto comes out with. We talked about Chichara. What a horse.
Yeah, what a horse, what a couple of horses they are. A massive welcome, of course, to all of us here for the first time, unfamiliar with the sport of polo. Myself and Carl, we will take you through the more complicated nuances as we go, but the basics of the game, very simple. You will see a little white ball about the size of a hockey ball. The aim, the players need to get it in between either sets of goalposts. At the end, those yellow flags waving high, the Cowdray flags. There's no height limit, no speed limit, and then after every goal is scored, the ends will change as well. If you are following us on social media here on Polo Line, on Cowdray TV as we go, Instagram Polo Line OK, Facebook Polo Line Int, and YouTube Polo Line TV as well. Please do engage with the Cowdray social media channels as well. Let us know what you think of this contest. But this one has every single ingredient to be one of the great finals.
What's really nice is to see the respect and the appreciation of these players with each other. If you look at Dubai, it's a very, very young team. Average age, or should I say total age, comes up to about 90 years total, which is the youngest team in the whole of the tournament. If you think Rashid is, 31, Heta's 21, Beltran's 17, and Antonio is 22. That is a young side against a very experienced side with La Dauphina Great Oaks. Dylan Bacon, Kean Hall, Diego Kavanagh, 38. He's won and many a title. And then Poroto, 18 years of age. What support, though, John, these players have had, the horsepower and the depth of horses. Let's talk about horses. For those of you new to polo, the polo horses, the polo ponies are the true stars of the show. It literally is 70 to 80% of the game is the horsepower. And I think a lot of people were quite shocked as I was doing a talk earlier of how many horses each player brings to a match like this. Tell us more.
Yeah, about this stage, the players each will probably have about 12 horses each. So that's 12 horses each player. So you're looking at about 48 or so, probably over 50 on each side. It's not as simple, though, as just changing every 7 minutes when you hear that chucker go. You're going to see these players. They're going to swap and change. Sometimes Heta Castagnola in particular, you may well see him change horse 3 or 4 times every single chucker.
Well, there was a semi-final I think I had to change. Yeah, it was 4 or 5 times. Just looking at our screen here, you can see Lola Castagnola, former 10-goaler, coach for Dubai, won with Dubai in 2001, and he will be pacing. He likes to pace with a mallet in his in one hand and a cigarette in the other, and he paces and paces until that final bell. Will it go to the green shirts of Dubai for the 6th time, or will it go to La Dolfina Great Oaks, the new partnership of La Dolfina with Great Oaks? Either way, both teams come in undefeated, come in strong, and they come in ready for the start of 6 chukkers. So between John and I, we will guide you through as we start, and the ball is in play. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a whistle straight away. Oh no.
Well, I think it's Heta who's just taken a little bit of a bump. We do have the benefit of the VAR. Yeah, you can see on the instant replay, Heta. So this not what we want to see right at the beginning of the game. Heta Castagnola, it looks like he got a hit from his own teammate. So they're going to give him time. You get about 15 minutes as an injury timeout. So they're going to give them all the time in the world here. Heta Castagnola, just to make sure he is okay to continue. They're tough, these Polo players. The training regime, the nutrition regime, everything is based towards making them the finest tuned, the finest toned athletes in the world. But Carl, this is not what we want to see right in the first play.
No, that wasn't good at all. That doesn't normally happen, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about the safety. Obviously, Heta's looking okay. We've got medical assistance there for horses and players. It is just one of those things. He was reaching back by looking for the ball, but unfortunately, you've got 8 horses out there. You've got 4 against 4. You've got players going in all different directions. You've got a very, very big final. Everybody wants that ball. Everybody wants that man, and just a little bit of unluckiness there for Heta. The main thing is he's had worse, I'm sure. Let's just hope he's okay, ladies and gentlemen. So just a little stop in play, and we will restart this match and get underway.
Yeah, and I think also, Carl, what's been a real defining feature of this Dubai team throughout the tournament is Heta's line-out play. I think I've counted 5 or 6 games I've commentated them, and pretty much every time Heta has gone out the line-out, the opening line-out, and scored a goal. So you would imagine the coaches in the tent of La Dolfina Great Oaks, they would have said, get close to him.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, that is how this Dubai team are so threatening. They win the line-out. So line-out is similar to a rugby throw-in, a rugby line-out. For those of you new to polo, both teams line up facing each other. There's a gap that's created down the middle, and then the umpire throws in the ball, and then they go for the ball. And look, he's remounted. He's on his horse. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Heta Castagnola on Lovelocks Fidel is out, back up, and ready to go in this. Right, a little bit of a stop in play. Let's hope that hasn't caused any problems to the dynamic flow. What we'll do is we will start now with a drop ball, and Heta's going to have it, John. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We restart Dubai, and Heta straight away. Little pass up to try and find Rashid.
So Rashid Al-Bouadi now for Dubai, running away, clear at goal. He's backed up by Hegi. Hegi now leaves it. There's Laulay as well. They're all crowding around it, and as he always seems to, Heta Castagnola comes through. It's there with Hegi, the backhand play. It's not pretty, but it's effective. It's the opening score of the 2024 British Open final, and it's Dubai Polo team who get it.
Yeah, very much so. It wasn't pretty, but as England in the semi-finals and the final of the football, if you win, it doesn't matter if you win ugly, as long as you win. But there is a goal for Dubai up on the scoreboard. They open first blood. Back to the middle they go. And Lovelocks Fidel is the one that he's chosen to come out on in this chukker. Heta loves it. It's brought over in 2022, and he's off. He's off on it. He's off now. And this is Beltran Laulay with a shot to goal. Beltran Laulay with the goal. The 17-year-old Beltran Laule comes out with an absolute stormer of a goal. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how quickly the game changes. Remember, goal ends change after each goal, so you then go in the opposite direction. That is quite confusing if you're new to polo, but wow, already, John, 2-0 on the scoreboard, and Dubai is setting their stall out from the start.
Yeah, and here now comes Hector Castagnolo again. This time he's matched there by the other boy wonder, Perotto Cambiasso. Cambiasso now under pressure from Heggie, and Heggie has stolen it for Cambiasso. And Dubai, what a start they're having. It's Antonio Heggie, one shot away. Oh, he's left it behind. Castagnolo with the backup. It's Heggie reaching out, and it's wide to the left-hand side.
Wow, they took La Dolphina Great Oaks by surprise there. Antonio Heggie just trying to reach back, just trying to get that ball, and just literally, bless him, he was trying to go for it. He had Perotto there. Oh, it was inches. Just looking at the replay, it was inches off that post. That could have been another one, John. Right, Perotto brings it in. La Dolphina Great Oaks have got to take charge now.
Yeah, Perotto Cambiasso just draws that. Oh, he's left it behind, but no one read it, so he's going to get another chance here. Perotto Cambiasso using there Diego Kavanagh, his long-time teammate, mentor, Diego Kavanagh, behind the young Perotto Cambiasso. Perotto now, he's taking on Heggie. It's here now with Perotto Cambiasso. Dylan Bacon stretches the play. Perotto Cambiasso slows it down. Dylan Bacon still up the ground. Kean Hall running down the center of the ground, but it's now there with Diego Kavanagh being pushed hard by Castagnola, and Castagnola steals it, turns it back round. Now look for Laule. Laule calls to the pass. Head to Castagnola, keeps it one more time. So Laule, he will come back and just leave it now with his captain Castagnola. The two players, Perotto, Castagnola, come together. In comes Diego Kavanagh, still there though with Castagnola, closing him down there. Every step away was Kavanagh, so it will fall now for Antonio Heggie. Heggie, he gets it back to Castagnola. Castagnola now picking it up on the offside, on the near side, the offside again. It's still head to Castagnola. Can he get the angle from here? Big bump and a ride-off, but he's still got it. It's head to Castagnola with a shot, but I think the whistle is gone.
Yeah, the whistle had gone, John, just before, but what a bump, what a ride-off from Dylan Bacon as they were going to goal. Pushing Heta, but he just managed to turn inside on Lovelock's Fidel. And Perotto there just getting caught short on JM Chichada. Bred by Juan Martin Nero. He loves this first chuck of horse. There's a couple of changes going on now, as you'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Strategy of playing horses at different times. We talked about it earlier. You can chop and change as much as you like, and there's the pass up to Kavanagh. Kavanagh's really got to get in there, and he breaks free. This could be a chance now for Great Oaks to open up.
Diego Kavanagh just left it behind. Some early nerves showing here for La Dolphina Great Oaks. He's going to get it another time, though. Two-time winner, three-time winner side. Diego Kavanagh sends it up towards the goal. He's being chased there by Heggie, but it's Diego Kavanagh with a cut shot towards the goal. Kavanagh just wide.
What a cut shot. What a cut shot from Diego Kavanagh. What a player. He's won this twice, this tournament. Once for Dubai, and then with Next Generation in 2020. He is an experienced player. He's played so many games, and I think that was a lovely shot on goal, but it just went wide. Great opening up from Diego.
So Castagnola sends it out left. He's looking for a run of Laule, just 17 years of age here. Beltran Laule behind him, playing the sweeper comes Castagnola. Castagnola, he was looking for run of Albuari, but for once it didn't quite have the distance. And Kean Hall with a great defensive play gives it to Perotto. Perotto, oh, look at Heggie, take away Perotto, and now it's head to Castagnola. Head to Castagnola with the next shot. He hasn't quite got the accuracy, and he's not going to catch the ball up either, wide to the right-hand side. 2 minutes left in the first. What a chucker.
Oh, John, but this is what we talked about. Antonio Heggie there needs a special mention. We talked about him being 5 goals, but with 10 goals of confidence. He is physical. He was there. He opened up the way. He took the man, and he allowed Heta to come through. I feel like Dolphina Great Oaks, the pressure, the nerves maybe, because I haven't seen them start like this for a very long time. I think they're feeling it a little bit, John.
Yeah, two teams traditionally who start very fast, and it's Dubai on top, and it's head to Castagnola once again taking charge of this finally. He's got the confidence to go back. Evades the hook at Dylan Bacon, evades the ride-off of Diego Kavanagh, but they get him a third time as the umpires do eventually blow a whistle on that play.
So that's one of the main first whistles that we've seen, ladies and gents, and those of you new to polo, when a whistle is blown, the the clock is stopped, and we have a review of the foul from the umpires, and then they decide which way the ball should go. And normally it's because a crossing of the line, a priority line, a right-of-way, obstruction, and a player coming across in front of a player. What we're doing now actually is we're referring to the third man. If both mounted officials, it's not a clear-cut decision. So we're going to our third man on the sidelines, Tim Bown, for a review on the TMO. And we had Heta coming out in front of the white player, then coming back, but then we could, yes, so they have decided, John, and this is going to hurt.
Yeah, no, this isn't what they're looking for. And Heta Castagnolo, actually see he's changing for the 4th time, changing again here in this chukker. So expect to see Beltran Laule tee it up, and then Heta Castagnolo, the captain, he will come back and take this shot at goal.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first proper penalty in front of goal, and it is Heta Castagnolo for 60 yards to walk up and to strike this shot. They can stand in the goal mouth. Let's see what happens. Wide to the right-hand side. That is very unfortunate. I don't often see Heta miss a 60 like that. It's not like it's that windy, John. Ladolfina Great Oaks can breathe a sigh of the relief. They're still on 2.
They can, and they're looking to get going quickly here. They draw Heta Castagnolo in, and Diego Kavanagh look to go, but there always seems to be a Dubai player turning around first, and this time it's Heggie in front of Pirotto Cambiasso. He takes the man and leaves it for Castagnolo. Castagnolo, the 10-goal player, with the scoop, with the score. Heta Castagnolo, what an opening chukker he has had. What an opening chukker Dubai have had, Carl. They're in control.
It's just unbelievable to see how Antonio Heggie is working so hard. He just managed to go with one man, but Heta, super well mounted. He jumped off one horse. He's come back out on another. He's had 2 changes already, and that looked like a whippet. That was a racehorse. That was quick, that horse. He went past 2 or 3, popped it in, and Dubai, 3 goals in this first chukker with 20 seconds or so left to go. Dubai are in the driving seat for sure. Oh, an unusual miss. Can they claim it back, Ladolfina Great Oaks? Will it fall to the white shirts? They could just do with one, John, just before the end of this first chukker.
Yeah, get the name on the board, and they got Diego Kavanagh looking to give him a chance. He hits the backhand, but Laule turns in front of Pirotto Cambiasso, the 2 teenagers, and it's a big tail backhand played by Laule, but turning first there is Dylan Bacon. Just got a touch. The buzzer is gone, so we've got 30 seconds to go here for Ladolfina Great Oaks to try and get one before the end of a chukker. Diego Kavanagh being chased every step away, looking to take on Rashid Abwadi and Antonio Heggie. Still there with Kavanagh. He's fighting his way for every inch that he possibly can, but that clock, it is ticking down for Ladolfina Great Oaks to make it count. Pirotto Cambiasso may have a go. He's got to be quick. He's going to the left-hand side. Has he got the near side shot? Pirotto Cambiasso wide to the left-hand side.
Oh, they could have done with that. They really could have done with that. They are marking like bees to honey. No goal, ladies and gentlemen. It goes wide, and that is the end of the first chukker. He doesn't look happy. He throws his arms up in the air. They jump off the horses. Please show your appreciation for these 2 teams. It's 3 to Dubai, nothing to Ladolfina Great Oaks, and that is the end of chukker 1. We'll be back very shortly for the start of the second chukker.
La Delfina, Great Oaks.
versus Dubai.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here live, streaming around the world via Cowdray TV and Polo Line TV here, the British Open 2024. Players are coming out. If we look at Dubai, Heta is looking at some of his horses. We'll name a couple as they come out. I know Rashid's come out on Anastasia. Antonio Hegi's come out on Paloma. And Beltran Laule has come out on Cantana. The ball's in. It's right down in the danger area for Dubai. Could be good for La Delfina Great Oaks here, but guess who's got it again? Guess who's got it, John? It's Heta, and he's going for a run.
So it's Heta Castagnola now looking to take on Diego Cavna. Look at the distance of that shot, the height of it, but it's going up. Mind your heads over the boards.
Yeah, mind your heads over there. La Delfina Great Oaks, Dylan Bacon's coming out on Remolacha. Kean Hall is on Juliet. Diego Cavna is on Ahuda. And Perotto is on Sola. Oh, watch out for this mare. Sola won best playing pony a couple of times, and here he goes on Sola now. Is he in the driving seat? Has he had a chat with his dad? Can he now control this game? Adolfo Cambiasso is taking it himself.
Perotto Cambiasso now to the right-hand side of Laule and Antonio Hegi. Look, it's here with Heta Castagnola. I think it's out here on Galaxy in the second chakra, and he's gone. Now this is what we want to see. It's Castagnola taking on Cambiasso. It's Cambiasso on Sola. What a mare this is. Sola just takes it out there in front of Heta Castagnola, the cousins. Castagnola and Perotto Cambiasso, brought round here now by Perotto Cambiasso on the near side, under pressure, but he's got the strength, he's got the peace of mind. He can't quite keep it at the third though, and now Heta Castagnola. He'll claim he did it on purpose, as it's picked up now by Laule, and now there's an overlap, and they're gone. It's 2-1. It's Antonio Hegi. Watch out there at the back for Diego Cavna. Hegi slows it down. Called for a pass by Castagnola. It's going to go all the way, and what a score, and what a play there by Antonio Hegi.
I mean, literally for me, he has hit the ground running. Antonio Hegi, absolutely. What play. Opened up. Great pass through. And Antonio Hegi, 5 goals, 21 years of age, and boom time, pops that in. And look at the score. We're in the second chukka. We're 4 goals up. Keep an eye on La Bonita Galaxy, Heta's horse, bred by Luke Tomlinson. It's one of his favorites, and it's won countless best playing pony blankets over the season. Okay, Beltran Laule, look at the confidence, passing it up to Heta, look at that, and Heta's free. Heta Castagnola, Perotto goes back in defense. Heta Castagnola, what a goal, what an overlap. Beltran Laule passed it up to Heta.
So you're going to see there, Heta Castagnola, he hangs out the front of a line out. 9 times out of 10, he wins the line out. He goes with the ball, but if it's left behind, he doesn't care. He's going to now go up and look for the pass, and he splits it open. I'll have a look at the horse now just as we speak, that Beltran Laule is coming out on.
Unbelievable, and that is what's been going on so much in these qualifying matches. The confidence from Beltran Laule, his father Gaston watching on. Literally 17 years of age, and he's passing it up to the 10-goaler, and the 10-goaler's waiting and in the right place at the right time. Look at Heta now going up there, being completely drawn up there, but waiting for the same sort of thing to happen. Oh, it's stolen again, and he's on the grey.
It's Beltran Laule. Watch this horse, Duet, the beautiful grey. He's hit it long, he's hit it clear, he's hit it too far. It's wide to the right-hand side. Tap it was the instruction as he sent it long.
Yes, unbelievable. Beltran on Duet, stunning little grey mare, likes to ride it. She's an Australian thoroughbred. Top speeds, looks like a whippet. Pilon brought her over, gets played in the second and the fifth most of the time. And what a little pony for him to be playing on. Perotto now, regroups, recalm, bring it in.
So Perotto Cambiasso, we've seen him face adversity a couple of times in this tournament, a couple of goals down, but this is really the first time he's been down by this far as he sends it now to Kean Hall. Oh, just a little jump of the pony there for Kean Hall. Now going down the ground is Bacon. Kean Hall wants to go and jump into the picnic, but it's still there with Kean Hall behind him, Diego Cavna. No, Diego Cavna takes the man as it's still there with Hall. The umpires, though, have blown a whistle on the play.
Yeah, the umpire's blown a whistle on the play, but I was interesting. I was watching Perotto and Antonio Hegi having a little marking session just off the ball there. Antonio Hegi is just working absolute like a trooper. trying to keep Perotto nowhere near that ball. There has been a penalty awarded, and this time it will go in favour for the Ladolfina Great Oaks team in the white shirts. They need this. They're teeing up the ball. They are ready to open up the batting. Surely a bit of confidence is needed. They need to calm their nerves. They need to not let any more goals going in. They're 5 up. We've seen them come back from a bigger gap than that, but Perotto will circle this for a 40-yard penalty. 40 yards, it's undefended, as you can see in the goal mouth there for Yanuta Polo. Here we go. Quiet, please. Wide, wide, wide. The pressure's getting to him. Perotto never misses a 40, or it's very rare indeed for him at this stage to miss a 40. The pressure's on as these two clash, and that is no goal for La Dolfina. And Hector Castagnola once again comes in with the ball.
Hector Castagnola takes on Cambiasso. He's beaten him for speed. Now in comes Kean Hall. He's going to beat him for speed as well. Watch for play by Hector Castagnola. The approach now with the cut shot towards the goal. Deflects off a couple of ponies wide to the left-hand side. But that is where Hector Carl is so dangerous. You don't know. Is he going to run it? Is he going to stop and pass it? You can't read the way he's going to attack that goal this year.
Two very similar players of talent and skill, but very different in the way they play. Hector, he is more mechanical. He's more not sure which way he's going to go. Perotto is smoother, more elegant, but at the moment, Perotto is looking a little bit behind, looking a little bit flustered. But the speed of Hector's horse, that is one serious horsepower as he went past every single player. And without that, a bit of traffic in the way, that cut shot would have made it. Ladolfina Great Oaks, Diego Kavanagh needs something here. The whistle is blown. It could be that they could ask for something like this to help them just have a bit of regroup here. So on the grey, black helmet, Beltran Laule just in the way there as the green shirt crossed in front of Diego Kavanagh. We said they needed something to regroup, and that is what they've got. They've got given a penalty again. Now, can they get this one? Will Perotto go again? Will he pass it up to Diego? Who knows? He's 9 goals here. He's 10 goals around the world. Soon to be 10 here for sure. He's been playing 10 goals every day of the week, but let's see what happens here. Penalty needed for Ladolfina Great Oaks.
I would say, Carl, knowing the confidence of Perotto Cambiasso, he's not going to be at all worried. He's going to step up, and this could be that goal they need.
That's more like it. That's what we like to see. Let's regroup. Let's breathe. Let's just reset, Ladolfina Great Oaks says. Great strike. Good shoulder. In it goes. And over the line, through the posts. They've opened up the batting. Is this what they need? They've got to win this line out, and they've just got to keep an eye on this 4-man team because they're breaking away again, and Perotto's got to go back in defence, which he does. He keeps header on his hip, regains it. Now can he keep hold of it, because you know full well he will be being hunted down. That's nice play from him. Takes it wide, takes it open.
Hector Castagnola beaten that time round. Perotto Cambiasso sends it down the middle. Ladolfina Great Oaks. Perotto hooked up for play, but he knew there that Kean Hall was backing him up, the young player from England. Kean Hall with a shot wide to the left-hand side.
It's unfortunate. Perotto got taken out. He got hooked out of it nicely there, but then Kean Hall was behind. He had the cut shot, but it was just a little bit too far away from him. He had to balance it up first, slow it down and get the cut shot, but he just couldn't quite get the angle wide to the left-hand side. Just needed a couple of seconds extra to restructure, so back in possession. Castagnola, look how flat this horse runs. Boom, there's the pass, up high, and who to it again? To his teammates, to Rashid or to Antonio.
So Rashid Abouadi picks up the bounce superbly. He's looking for Heggie. Heggie looks to get round Cambiasso. Heggie with the next shot. It's wide to the left-hand side.
There's the 30-second buzzer. They are knocking on the door. Dubai are knocking. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for both of these teams. It's the end of the second chukker. It's 5 to Dubai, 1 to La Dolfina Great Oaks. We'll be back very, very shortly for the third chukker. Don't go anywhere. We need some more goals for the white shirts.
La Dolfina Great Oaks
versus Dubai.
Welcome back, everybody, for the start of the third chukker. Here we go. It is time for the last chukker before halftime. Great Oaks, Dylan Bacon on Antonella. Kean Hall, 7-4-7. Diego Kavanagh in Opportuna. This is a cracking mare in Opportuna. And Adolfo Cambiasso comes out on JRS Terrell. Dolfina Terrell, a famous mare. Adam Snow had the mother, Tula. Dolfina Terrell from the famous mare, the mother, who Adam Snow had a Tula. Right, here we go. We're back in play. It's 5-1.
So coming here on the ball now is Diego Kavanagh. They need to start making inroads before head to Castagnola steals it. And Castagnola's gone again. Kean Hall comes back, but the umpire's calling play to a stop.
So umpires just having a quick chat. Whistle blown, clock stopped. Penalties moving up the field to midway to the 5B midfield. Possession given to the white shirts of La Dolfina Great Oaks. Something they need now. Can they bring out a set play? There's no point in talking about the pass plays. Polo's very much all about play by play. Here we go. Proto takes this, brings it in.
So Proto Cambiasso with the tap. Watch to the left-hand side for Diego Kavanagh. Amazing work being done by both Dylan Bacon and Kean Hall to give him that space, but he left the ball behind, and it's going to be now with Antonio Heggie. Just watching there, sitting just behind his horse is Diego Kavanagh. Antonio Heggie, he's had a great opening to this game, and it's Heggie again, doing that surname proud. Antonio Heggie gets around the hook there, first time and the second time, but finally Bacon got him there now with Hall. Hall with a near side backhand, great play. Look at this, Proto Cambiasso. There is Albuadi with a great backhand. They are making this team in white fight for every single inch.
And knocking on the door every time Dolfina Great Oaks get it. It's just an instant green wall of players. Every man doing a great job. Here we go, penalty. Penalty awarded to La Dolfina Great Oaks. Against the green shirts, looked like Beltran Laule. 60 yards, Could this be one for Perotto to sail through just to give them a little edge going into half-time? They could do with a few more. Here we go, penalty, Adolfo Perotto Cambiasso. Great strike, up high. Oh, another one. That is another one he's missed. He got the other one back down the other end, but that is another penalty missed by the Adolfina Great Oaks. It's what they needed, John. They need to win these penalties. You don't win polo matches by not converting your penalties.
So now watch for Hector Castagnola. Now running it to the right-hand side, looking to take on Diego Kavanagh, who's there with him. Spinning round in a circle there, Hector Castagnola. Kavanagh was strong, but not quite strong enough as Hector manages to fight his way through. They're all trying to stop him, but Hector, he'll dance, he'll pirouette, he'll keep on going. No one can touch him. Hector Castagnola reaches out again. He's over the halfway line. He's now in between Kavanagh and Dylan Bacon, and finally he's stopped in his tracks, but he's backed up there by Beltran Laule. Laule now looking to take on Kean Hall again. Perotto Cambiasso comes in as the umpires haven't yet blown. All the players seem to come to a stop. Laule got another touch, but La Dolfina Great Oaks, they will clear here with Diego Kavanagh. Called off the play by Perotto. In again goes Antonio Heggie. You can see the intent there. The game is to get Antonio Heggie to stay closer and closer to Perotto. Now down the ground goes Kavanagh, but they can't get out of their own territory here. La Dolfina Great Oaks. Dylan Bacon with a great open backhand, and it's role reversal with Perotto Cambiasso now waiting at the front. Goes between, look at a trio of Dubai players surrounding him, and eventually Rashid Abwadi, all the dummy backhand. It didn't quite work out for him. It's going to be Kean Hall. Kean Hall now making his way up into a 60. Confident play here by Hall. He's got Diego Kavanagh behind him. Finally, taking it away is Beltran Laule. Laule now for Dubai. Just trying to put a little bit of time on the play here for Dubai. Laule sends it long down the ground, looking for Castagnola. Now finally the game really staying open. It's running. Vettel backhand played there by Dylan Bacon, looking for Diego Kavanagh on the turn. Kavanagh now to the outside, and finally there is a whistle on the play. Still 5-1 Dubai lead.
So a couple of players will utilise this time. You can see Beltran Laule's going off. He's getting off Carmen. Loves that little grey mire. Easy and kind, he says, gives him a real confidence. Normally brings it out in the third, jumps off Carmen, going to jump onto something else. Great game. His pony he's trying to jump onto is not making it easy for him to do the swap down there at the far end. And a massive shout out to everybody, the organisation there for all of the horses, the grooms, the infrastructure down there. You've got physio, vets, farriers, you name it. And it is all there, these huge organisations competing around the world to get these horses here for this stage. It's Hector Castagnola brings in this ball. They are within shooting distance. They are within range. He decides to go himself. He knocks it back to Rashid Al-Bawadi.
Rashid Al-Bawadi leaves it in turn for Laule. Laule with the half swing up towards the goal. Cleared superbly by Kean Hall, and it may well go over back line. No, it does stay in play, and it's going to be there with Perotto now. Cambiasso just puts a little bit of class, takes it to the left-hand side across his own goal mouth, but so quick to him. This time it is Beltran Laule, but Perotto Cambiasso takes it out towards the corner, still with Perotto. Look at his speed as he goes in front. Great pressure applied by Laule, and then Heggie with the backhand, but turning first is Kean Hall in front of Cambiasso. Hall, look at the confidence there of Kean Hall. He's played so well this year for La Dolfina Great Oaks. He's got there with him Dylan Bacon and Diego Kavanagh, but Laule, he's going to beat all of them and give the ball back to Heggie as they all crowd round in a corner, and the umpires eventually pull them to a stop.
Yeah, definitely crowding around in the corner. They can't be any further in that corner of that pitch, literally on the 90-degree angle. But the confidence of the Dubai team, every single player is on a man. Every single player having a go at goal. Every single player making moves. And they just literally are pushing through the net. And La Dolfina Great Oaks are under big-time pressure here. We're in the third chukker. There's 2.5 minutes to go. And it just looks, John, the horsepower for the Dubai camp, they are pumped, they are ready to go, and they are slightly on the edge. They've got the edge with this horsepower. Every time there's a play, they're always a length or two in front.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, Carl, is we saw in that semi-final where La Dolfina Great Oaks beat King Power. La Dolfina Great Oaks, they've been characterized by open running polo in this tournament. King Power, they had to change their game to slow it down. Eventually, they took them to overtime. It's role reversal today. You feel like Ladolfina Great Oaks in the second half are going to stand a chance. They've got to slow it down. They've almost got to go away from their belief, away from their core philosophy, and make this game a bit tighter.
Absolutely, completely, 100%. The structure's got to change. The format's got to go, and it'll be a half-time important chat as we see Heta Castagnola walk up to take this 60-yard penalty. Strikes it well, and it's through, and that is the difference, converting the penalties. Already, we are up on the points, 6 goals. Unbelievable, Dubai. They are just knocking on the door, and that is a big deficit that we've seen people come back from in this tournament, yes, but they're not making it easy. Will Perotto be able to just get a couple more? Will the white shirts just be able to stop these, every single player pushing through and convert some penalties and some goals?
I can't believe how good a job Antonio Hegyi has done on Perotto Cambiasso so far today. He has been so good. Son of Pepe Hegyi, former 10-goal player himself, as Perotto Cambiasso sends it long down the ground. Now there's a chance for Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh forced out to the left-hand side, and he's got to be careful because Heta Castagnola is straight onto him, so he slows it down and now waits for Perotto. Perotto just telling Diego he's behind him. Dubai had to be careful not to give away the foul. Picked up now by Perotto, but now in comes Heta back towards his own goal, but the whistle has gone.
A whistle has gone right in front of goal, right in front of the goal for them. Which way is it going to go? Crucial for Ladolfina Great Oaks if it goes in favour. Perotto had the hit and the run, he came through. Then there was a defence play from Dubai, but we will just wait and see what they say, but it looks like it is against Dubai and Antonio Hegyi for that defence play. What do you do? Do you go for it? Do you not? Do you kind of get away with it? But unfortunately, penalty now. Now look at the change-up, John. We've got Diego has decided to come in and take these penalties from now on. 30 yards, Diego. It's in, it's through, it's a 30 yards. Ladolfina Great Oaks. Diego Kavanagh, he won this tournament in 2014 with Dubai, playing alongside Perotto's father, Adolfo. He won it in 2020 in the aptly named Next Generation alongside Perotto and Adolfo. Can he help with that experience steer these white shirts to a bit more of a victory? Cian Hall comes out of there like a whippet. Cian Hall running to goal. Cian Hall, can he get it? Has he cooked it? Oh, Cian Hall just to the far side, left John. Oh, what a lovely attack though, but that's what they need, out the line out.
Yeah, that's a couple now. Cian Hall has just gone a little bit left, and I'll tell you what, I think he might have got called off by Perotto, so he really needed to put that one away, but Dubai, they survive, and they're going to come again with Heta Castagnola. Just waiting for him now is Cian Hall. He's got to get close to Heta as it's left now for Beltran Laulay. Laulay sends it down the ground. Cian Hall does so well, taking it away on the near side from Heta Castagnola, but as so often the case, when you've got the best in the world breathing down your neck, you're going to be unforced error, but they've done well again as Diego Kavanagh picks it up here for Ladolfina Great Oaks. Oh, in comes Heta, and it's stolen by Heta Castagnola. He leaves it now for Laulay. Laulay's going to pick it up, and it's going to be Dubai coming through with Beltran Laulay. Cian Hall coming back. Cian Hall with a big backhand. Picked up now as we hear the first buzzer go. Now Perotto Cambiasso, he's got 30 seconds before the halfway point to make it 6-3. He just slows it down. In comes Laulay. So cool, so composed. Perotto Cambiasso in between there. Laulay and Heta Castagnola. He's got about 15 seconds now as he leaves it for Cian Hall. The whistle's gone, Carl.
The whistle has gone. There was a nice start of attack there for Ladolfina Great Oaks, but what play from Dubai. They are on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the third chukker. Please put your hands together for both teams. Dubai 6, Ladolfina Great Oaks 2. Once the field is clear, it is half-time, and we ask you all, please, to come forwards and tread in the divots, and we'll be back very shortly. Thank you.
out of it gained by Torgata. The backhand played by Musio, but now goes Heta Castagnola. Castagnola, he's got away, and watch Fidel go. He just flattens out, and Heta Castagnola with Lawns ground number 1 in front of him. It's a perfect approach shot. It's going to be the perfect goal. Heta Castagnola, where he is. As it walls away now for Abwadi out in front. Is Abwadi here for his Dubai side. Bounce to the ball, just beats him, but he's backed up by Laule. They are just quicker. They're reading the play, they're anticipating. Dubai now with Laule with their next shot here, calling a pass as it goes to Abwadi on the near side. They can do nothing wrong. Rashid Abwadi, near side, under the belly, whatever you want, they score again.
He's won the Camara, the Pilar Cups in Argentina. He's won the Gold Cup in 2020 with his dad. He won the Gold Cup in the USA in 2023. He won the Open in America just recently this year. And look at how this team works. Look, pass, 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 goal! Literally, pass to pass to pass and goal. They are just slipping through the net. King Power's net is not tight.
Slightly characteristic was that Ladolfina Kovic, they weren't getting those long-range chances. It was going wide, they weren't connecting. Today, it has been spot on, and they lead 5-1 as Perotto looks to go again. Perotto, he's really got his eye in today. The big cut shot, I think it's going to go straight through the goal. We mentioned he's not missing from far. That is not missing from far.
La Delfina, Great Oaks.
versus Dubai.
So I am joined by one of the queen of Cowdray, I like to call her, the Honourable Leela Pearson. I mean, if anything happens at Cowdray, this lady knows exactly. And what a beautiful dress you're wearing, Leela. Where's it from? Is it anywhere in particular?
Somewhere local, yes, very. Anya and Hazelmere, I'll give a big shout out for that.
It got horses on it as well.
And it's got horses on it. That's why I bought it, because I'm a sucker for a horse.
Now listen, let's talk about polo. You are one of the you're a big advocate for women's polo. You play polo. You've been playing polo for years. A lot of people here might not know, but you made it to a semi-final of the British Open Gold Cup. Yes, with.
And then I met Adolfo Cambiasso, and that was the end of my story.
And you met Adolfo, and that was it.
I have also played in the Gold Cup with Beltran's father, Gaston Laulé, in 2009.
Amazing.
We won the main subsidiary, which it was then the Ashton Cup. We had a great time, really good. And Beltran was this big.
I was going to say, so he's 17 now, so he was only a little nipper.
Yes, he was.
Who would have thought that he?
It was really weird that his dad was playing with a woman. Yes, he kept looking at me like, who is this woman?
But how good is that over the years, women's polo has changed so much, especially in the high goal. I mean, look at the high goal. You've got Hazel Jackson played for Black Bears. Obviously, Corinne Ricard for Mura Sanctus, Her Highness Sheikha Metha for UAE. Yourself, you play regularly ladies polo, your Vikings team. You've made a semi-finals of one of the highest levels here in the UK. Polo has changed in the last 10, 15 years with women's polo. How do you feel it is now?
I think it's just like going like that on both men's and women's polo. And it's just so great, you know, that everybody's getting so involved, and we've got more players, and look at this.
I mean, look, this is a lot of people, isn't it? For
a lot of people, and we've had a lot of people at the semis. We had a lot of people at the quarters. We've had a lot of people for every game. You know, actually every league game.
Well, doing some of the commentary for a lot of the league games, I was surprised actually how many people came to watch the league. I mean, you've got a lot of followers that follow. This is one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world. You've got the Argentine Open, you've got the US Open, and then you've got the British Open. And how iconic having it here at Cowdray. You must feel very proud that your home club, your Queen of Cowdray.
My late father-in-law, he's up there.
Very proud.
I'm very proud. He would be over the moon because it was his baby. So.
And you're here representing that now, which is great. You're always smiling. You always look. I always say you're the best dressed. Literally, if there's a best dressed competition, you would always be winning on every front. Let's talk about Beltran Laulé, then Gaston and Dubai and La Delfina Great Oaks. It wasn't. We all thought actually it would be closer going into half time, but it's 6-2.
It's a game of two halves. We know that. And it's happened time and time again, especially this year where people have literally been trailing by 5 and suddenly it's all even Stevens. And you just never know. As Terry used to say, it's not over till the fat lady sings or whatever.
It's not over until that six chucker, until that buzzer goes.
You know, and when the chips are in the pan, and all those old sayings of Terry.
Influenced me, gave me a lot of insight into commentary.
You just don't know until the bell goes what's going to happen.
So do you think?
I just think it's sad in a way because this is a really good game. I mean, what amazing polo. The score doesn't reflect what we've seen so far. They've been incredible.
I mean, I've been loving watching how Dubai, the way they're working as a structured team is unbelievable.
And their horses are on another level. It's phenomenal.
Okay, well, so I'm not going to put you on the spot then. So you're obviously rooting for both teams, or do you want to?
Because Dylan's a great friend of the families, of George's, Perry's, and everybody. But Beltran's my little favourite, yeah.
Okay.
Following him from there to there.
And playing with his father.
I think he'll be going even further.
I mean, 17 years of age, and he's the one passing it up to Hector Castagnolo. I mean, it's just with confidence and putting it exactly where we need to. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for talking to us. You are a joy as always. Enjoy the second half, and yeah, thank you so much.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Again, I have with me the man, the legend, the person behind US Polo ASSN, Michael Prince. You are the CEO. You are the one that's bringing all of this US Polo SSN to the forefront. Tell us a little bit about your highlights with the polo in the UK and your mission and how you've dominated really the last few years with this great clothing apparel brand.
First of all, Carl, thanks for having me. And by the way, look at this crowd. What a day. The weather's beautiful. We've got a good game, not a great game yet. I think the second half's going to be better. Sure. But it's really special being in the UK. This is our third big event we've done this season. So we did Polo in the Park, fantastic event in London. 40,000 people showed up for 3 polo games. Did a beautiful event raising money for Prince William and his beautiful charities. Raised over £1 million at that event. And now we're at one of the premier high goal events in the UK. A beautiful Cowdray with a beautiful sunny day and just a wonderful, energetic crowd, massive crowd.
It's one of the biggest crowds, actually. We haven't had this many people for a final for a long time. I'm just looking around, and it is beautiful. And the sun, the weather has been fantastic because we've had a really wet summer here in the UK, as you probably know. I know you've been flying in and out, and you've been doing a lot of trips across the Atlantic, but tell me a little bit about the plans for US Polo SSN. They're huge supporters of the Cowdray and the Gold Cup. I know you've got the token out there on the field. If somebody picks up the token whilst they're training the divots, they get £250 worth of apparel from US Polo SSN, which is fantastic. But going forwards, you've got the Westchester Cup, which is that Challenge Cup, that iconic Challenge Cup, always between England and the USA. Tell me about that.
Well, just real quickly on the Gold Cup, we're so honored to be a sponsor. Cowdray's been world-class to deal with. We're presenting the MVP award. We're the official apparel sponsor. As you mentioned, there's a fun token out there for somebody to get some cash, so that's exciting as well. And one thing we're doing this year, we're going to do a charity check to a charity of choice picked by Cowdray that'll be presented. First time this has ever been done, and we'll continue to do that. We do that in the USA with polo charities. We're going to do it here. You mentioned Westchester Cup. I know we're very excited. The USPA, the sports side, as looking at options on when we're going to play it. It'll be our 135th anniversary as a sport association. Okay. I believe it's HPA's 150th anniversary, so there's a lot of good things happening. It's the most watched international match in the world, so we're really excited about USA and England going to battle 2025 during the high season here. So a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think who's in the lead on that? I think England on the lead on titles or USA on the lead on titles in that one?
No comment.
So going forwards, US Polo ASSN and sort of like you say, the structure with the governing body and with the US Polo, it works so well giving back to the sport, doesn't it?
The USPA is our parent company. It's a non-profit. Wonderful people to work with. It's as a brand, we're so blessed to be connected back to a sport. And when you look at this beautiful venue and everything going on, the sport of polo, it's just special. And so to be able to say we're the official brand for the sport in the USA, and we like to consider ourselves actually supporting the sport globally as well, whether it's in the UK or Spain or Argentina and abroad. So it's very important to us to get behind the sport, and I think consumers and sports fans realize that.
And finally, because we've got to get ready now, get everybody off the field, but tell me a little bit about where you're going some future events coming up that we're going to see US Polo SSN behind, whether that's polo, whether that's different kind of things here or in America. I know there's some exciting projects in the pipeline. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to talk about or what I am, so I'm going to leave that to you. Is some good things happening?
Well, just as far as projects, I encourage everyone to come see the National Polo Center in Palm Beach County. It's
amazing. It's amazing.
It's owned by the USPA. It's one of the beautiful sporting events or venues in the world. So come see us when the weather's not so good in other places, January through April. But the big event that's about to happen in August, and we're very excited about this, is that the sport of polo hasn't been around the Olympics since 1936. And that's when Jesse Owens won 4 gold medals as an elite athlete for the United States Olympic team. We're going to do a tribute match to the 1924 Paris Olympics, USA versus France, sanctioned by the Federation of International Polo. Each team will have a female player, Polo Club Chantilly.
Which is absolutely stunning, the Polo Club Chantilly in France. Absolutely stunning.
So we're really excited about the media coverage we're getting, is unprecedented. I've never seen a level of interest around the sport like this event's going to have. 350 VIPs, 2,000 will be in attendance, and it's going to be a proper ceremony with medals and national anthems and all that. So I can encourage anyone who can get over there, come see it. It'll be worth your while, and I think it's going to be great for the sport all over the world.
Fantastic. I mean, to be part of the Olympic bubble and to be recreating that. Was it Hitchcock Jr. that was the legend in that player-wise, I'm sure?
I think it was, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, unbelievable. Paris, France, USA. What a thing to be involved in, and what a prestigious event. Michael, thank you so much, and thank you to US Polo SSN for all their support here for something like the British Open. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and good luck with all your projects in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. A couple of great interviews. The players, they're not far away from making their way back onto the field. So if I could please ask you to make your way back to your seats. And as we have a look here at the screen on Cowdray TV as well, Dubai Polo, what a first half. They had 5 field goals for Dubai Polo. Ladolfina Great Oaks just for 2 goals from the penalty spot. Just 2 penalties missed, though, for Ladolfina Great Oaks. 2 out of 4. And with, you see, the throw-ins also being dominated from Dubai. It begins to look clear while the team in green and white, those famous shirts, they lead at 6 goals to 2 at this halfway point of the contest. So once again here, just at the ground, if I could please ask you to make your way back to your seats. Thank you for all your amazing work done. And we also love to give a shout out to the staff here at Cowdray Park. This lawns ground is looking absolutely superb. The amount of rain, the amount of weather that we've had over the past few weeks has made it difficult, but wow, it looks amazing out there.
Do you know they had to mow this 4 times in the last 24 hours? The change in weather has made the grass grow finally after all this time. Let's have a look at some of the stats as well, ladies and gentlemen. If you think in the first chukker, Dubai, 3 goals after that first chukker, 5 goals in the second chukker, and Ladolfina Great Oaks only scored the 1. And then they finished 6 goals with only 1 more, and that was from a penalty for Ladolfina Great Oaks. Lineouts have been pretty similar. 5 to 4. Penalties 6 to 4. Behinds to 6 to 5. Interesting, but polo is a game of 2 halves. And when the chips are in the frying pan, anything can happen. And as Leela Pearson just quoted, it's not over until it's over in the 6th or the 7th chukker. So it's going to be interesting. It's 6-2. We've seen so many times in this tournament, John, and in the Cartier Queen's Cup, teams come from such a deficit. Dubai seem to have all the momentum. And the horsepower for Dubai has just looked absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Great Oaks, see what they come out on now. I know Diego is going to come out on Antonella. And Perotto is coming out on Sanidad. Waiting for Lily to make an appearance. I love that little mare, Lily. And then horses for Dubai. They've got a lot of super well mounted horses. Heta Castagnola. Not sure who he's going to come out with on this one. I know Rashid Alvawadi is going to come out on Galaxy. That's a different Galaxy to the Galaxy that Heta plays, obviously. Antonio Heggie coming out on Trollo. And Beltran Laule, I think he might come out on Reventada. Haven't been given his list, but it looks like a pretty bay. And it looks like it's bred by his father, Gaston Laule. If it is Reventada, she's got sides like an ice skater, and he can get anywhere on the pitch on this mare, Reventada. And that is normally who he comes out with in the 4th chukker. Oh, John, let's hope we are going to have a good chugger here. Heta coming out again. He's starting on Lovelux Fidel. He played the first Argentine Triple Crown in 2022. Heta played. Then it came over to the UK last year, and it's going back. Lovelux Fidel is going back with Heta to Argentina after the Gold Cup to play the Argentine Open for La Natividad. Lovelux Fidel, what a horse. And let's hope she goes in the running for the best playing pony rug today.
Yeah, and she would certainly be in the running as well, Carl, for not only the best playing pony of today, but for me, throughout this tournament, she has been the star of the show. There's that one highlight we've been seeing. But here it goes. Sent down the ground by Heta Castagnola. Looking now for the space of Antonio Hegyi. Hegyi, though, ridden out the play well by Diego Kavanagh. Now Kavanagh, what was the halftime team talk? We will see for La Dolfina Great Oaks. They need to get going and they need to get going quick, but it's stolen away by Hegyi. It's Hegyi now looking to go. He's going in between La Dolfina Great Oaks. Laule, he's there as well, and coming away with the ball now will be Perotto Cambiasso. Now Perotto Cambiasso looks to open it up. Ooh, a rare mistake there. Perotto just leaves the ball behind. And it's going to be here now with Diego Kavanagh, but just not getting the cleanest game on this one so far as Diego Kavanagh comes to a right-hand side of a waiting Dubai side. Left behind, and it's Antonio Hegyi coming in. Hegyi does so well there against Dylan Bacon it was with the backhand. In there goes Kavanagh. There with Kean Hall looking for Perotto again, but they're all met by Antonio Hegyi. Antonio Hegyi, oh, he's left it behind. A few unforced errors early on in this fourth chucker. I think Bacon was actually going to come off there and then kind of stayed on by wrapping his leg round the other player's horse, as is there now with Kavanagh. Kavanagh looking for Perotto. Cambiasso now this second half not quite opening up, but this is what La Dolfina Great Oaks they need to do just to slow the tide of Dubai goals as Perotto takes it back. Still now with Perotto Cambiasso. Has a look to the left-hand side. He's got Kean Hall stretching the play miles away in front of him, and that's going to allow Perotto a little bit of space as he now looks to take on Beltran Laule. Perotto Cambiasso, is this the magic we're waiting for as he was looking there for Kavanagh. Kavanagh again just about stays on as the umpires, they finally had enough.
Wow, La Dolfina Great Oaks have come out all guns blazing. Dylan Bacon with a bump and grind nearly fell off. Managed to sit it. Diego Kavanagh coming in. He was just trying to get hooked out of there against Beltran Laule, and he just managed to hang on in there as well. A whistle on the play, though, after that play. And then we will see what the umpires come up with. We've got Tim Ban as our third man. Jason Dixon and Peter Wright are our mounted officials. So a quick little look back, and they'll review this. Tim Bound third. We've got Ben Turner up there as well as the fourth. So many umpires and officials, which is great. I wonder what was said, John. What do you think was said to La Dolfina Great Oaks? What do you reckon that team talk was all about?
I think it's got to be slow it down, and you've seen it straight away. We haven't yet seen Perotto Cambiasso really dominate the game like we know he can, so they've got to keep it close. They've got to stretch for play. Kean Hall is going to go further and further forward as well to take Antonio Hegyi away. But when Dubai are in possession, it seems like not a lot you can do at the moment. It's Laule, a rare mistake by him. The tail backhand hit by Hall. Turning first there was Castagnola, leaves it for Abouadi. Abouadi gives it back now to Heta Castagnola. Heta just has a look. Waiting with him there is Perotto Cambiasso. Watch these horses as they come right up close here to the lawn's enclosure. Spinning round in a circle, Heta Castagnola. Round one, round two, can't get round the third. And it's Perotto to bring it back round. Perotto Cambiasso and Heta Castagnola, seeing plenty of them already in this fourth chucker. Heta got it the first time, and the second is getting a little bit scrappy out there, and that's going to suit there. Laule running round, and now Dubai look to go as Laule picked it up. Back comes Kean Hall. Kean Hall, what a play by Kean Hall, but it's Antonio Hegyi. There seems to be just one more Dubai shirt every time they get going as it head to Castagnola. Gives it back to Beltran Laule, but Perotto Cambiasso skims in. Halfway through the fourth, no goals in the second half to speak of to this point as Perotto Cambiasso slows it down, brings that ball under his control, uses the blockers, goes to the left-hand side. He's got runners out in front. He's got Beltran Laulay putting on the pressure on the side. The two teenagers come together, and it looks like Beltran Laulay may have got the better of Perotto just for a second, but Perotto fights back and still just keeps it close once more, and it does indeed look like that is the tactic. Nervous to hit it too far, because this is what happens. Hector Castagnola seems to come back, and the umpires bring us to a stop.
Yeah, umpires bring us to a stop. Diego Kavanagh there, just coming in on the boards. Whistle blown, white shirt on a green shirt. Looked like Diego. Unfortunate there. He didn't want to do the big hit like you say. He knew Hector was there. He just tried to do the chip pass through Perotto to try and find Diego or Kian, but it just wasn't enough. And Hector just goes from number 1 to number 4. He's there, he's midfield, he's at the front, he's at the back, and he's just gone round Perotto. Hector Castagnola looks up. Is he going to go himself? He's got a couple of options. He's got a man with a man, so he's going to go a little bit more himself. He cuts through the middle. It's Hector Castagnola. This could be the display that we're always seeing. Hector Castagnola, what a goal, what a run. John, that was unbelievable display from them. That is when he's deadly, and that is what we see him do. When it counts, he just nails it.
He just seemed to go through Perotto Cambiasso as if he kind of wasn't even there. He went left. Perotto thought he was going to go right, but Hector, perhaps the only player in the world who will back himself to go round the outside of Perotto Cambiasso. He then even had time to sort of nonchalantly look behind him.
Good word, nonchalantly. I like that. Ball's in play. Comes to Laulay. Laulay hits it clear, and it's Dubai on the attack once more.
So Laulay now for Dubai. Watch for Heggie. Heggie's calling for the pass, but Laulay just takes his time. A little golf chip down the ground, and it's going to go up over the boards. So we'll be here with Perotto Cambiasso. The drop ball in favour of Ladolfina Great Oaks. They need to get the next score in this game. They trail by 5. There is still time, but that clock is going to start getting very, very close for them soon. So Diego Kavanagh now to the left-hand side there of the waiting Hector Castagnola. Kavanagh now, he has a little look up down the ground. He's got Kian Hall waiting. He's got Perotto Cambiasso behind him. He's got Dylan Bacon working hard in front. It's still here now with Kavanagh with the shot. He didn't get a clean one. It just shanks wide right.
Yeah, Diego, he's such an experienced player. He's 8 goals. He's played with Adolfo Cambiasso. He's played in these finals. He's won 2 of these. He just seems to be not clicking as well as he normally does with Perotto and with Kian Hall. There just seems to be a little bit of jaggedness in the form of the white shirts when they get overlapped by the green, and now it's back. Hector Castagnola brings it in. It's Perotto and Hector to the far side, and look at the speed of this. Hits the boards, bounces out, and it's over in front of the number 3 Jin, our official gym partner. Big thank you to our number 3 Jin Gusborne, our sparkling wine, and of course US Polo SSN. Drop ball to the white shirts. Ladolfina Great Oaks. Perotto looks up. From here he can score, but he won't want to take that risk. He'll want to get it a little bit closer.
Gives it now to Kian Hall. Kian Hall running through at speed, going back with him. Both Laulay and Albuadi. Kian Hall can't quite pick it up, and Heggie, he takes a little bit of a risk bringing it round, but he had his man Hector Castagnola, so now watch Heggie go. He's got Laulay close by as well. He's got Hector Castagnola calling for the pass, and the pass is delivered. It's Hector Castagnola taking on the defence here with Dylan Bacon. Castagnola on the near side. Dylan Bacon pushing hard. Hector Castagnola pushing harder. It's going to be Hector. It's goal of the day for Hector Castagnola. How about that? Let's hear it. Hector Castagnola, 8-2 Dubai lead.
Unbelievable. He scored 6 goals of this match so far, and that is why he's 10 goals around the world. The way he just took that, the Antonio Heggie pass. Hector coming up. There's a whistle being going on there, and there's Chucker as well, and Perotto doesn't look very happy. There's the shrugging of the shoulders like his dad. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the Chucker. Please put your hands together for both these teams. What a goal! Dubai on fire!
Watching horses interact with each other is deeply moving. Their communication is filled with sensitivity, a reminder of how humans could be: sincere, trustworthy, and respectful. When we experience their companionship, we feel an indescribable warmth and connection. It's as if they are teaching us. This inspired Standing Rock, with support from the HPA, to present a trophy to the season's most outstanding team, honouring the core values behind fair play and sportsmanship. It reflects a world where fair play isn't just a rule, but a promise we make to each other about respecting, supporting, and achieving together.
La Delfina, Great Oaks.
Versus Dubai.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Here we go for the start of the 5th chukker. Kean Hall, Dylan Bacon are ready down there to getting on their horses to come out and join Perotto. He's already there with Diego. He's already there in the midfield, ready and waiting. Hetter's out there, Castagnola. The Dubai team looking mighty strong. Ali Al-Bawadi's Green Army are looking for a 6th British Open title. They did it in 2001 with Ali Al-Bawadi, Ryan Pemble, Lola Castagnola and Adolfo Cambiasso. 2005, Tarek Al-Bawadi. 2010, Adolfo Cambiasso and Pablo Madonna. In 2014, Diego Kavanagh, who's playing on the opposite side, won it in Dubai with Adolfo Cambiasso and Diego together. And then in 19, it was Heta with Barto, his brother, Rashid and Nachi Duplessis. And he's back out on that grey. It's a Black Bears, it's a Guy Schwarzenbach bred Australian grey. John, Rob will be pleased. Top speeds, looks like a whippet, and he rides it like a whippet. It's a cracking little mare. We're looking forward to seeing Beltran Laule on this horse. And Beltran has his father breeding horses for him as well. He's got a couple of homebreds that he's been playing in this match. And also his pilot is his brother. Rashid's pilot is the British 2-goaler Benji Mancini. He goes out there. Heta's got Tommy Cataldi. And Antonio has his twin brother. Interesting. Big shout out to the pilots for these players. We'll come on to La Delfina Great Oaks when I get a sec, but the ball's in play. It's the 5th chukker. Can La Delfina Great Oaks have some luck? Because they've just got all the luck stuck against them at the moment. And on this Australian-bred Guy Schwarzenbach Black Bears horse, ball gets knocked out over the boards.
The ball dropped back in. Now Perotto. He is more than capable. Perotto Cambiasso. He's come up against worse, but he looks to open it up. But Heta Castagnola just seems to be able to stop whatever he wants and turns it back round again. Heta Castagnola, oh, he's left it behind, but he's backed up on that beautiful grey, but backed away by Ladolfina. Great toast. Cian Hall coming through at speed. Cian Hall, he gets there in front of Laule. Just got a deflection off the pony. The attack not yet over as Perotto Cambiasso able to pick it up. In now comes Head to Castagnola, steals it away from Perotto. Cousin take Cousin. Wonder Boy take Wonder Boy, and it's going to be Head to Castagnola taking it in between there. Diego Cavna. Oh, that was a big bump there from Perotto. He fancy getting his own back there as it's still now with Perotto. Perotto is really looking to get one here, but coming away again will be Head to Castagnola. Watch for Heggie. Heggie calls for the pass, and that's what he was looking for, but it wasn't the cleanest of connections. Still now there with Head to Castagnola. Puts it on the board, puts it over the boards.
Just the way he's dominating the play. He knows exactly where everybody was, and that was a hit. That was supposed to be a pass up to Heggie and up to Laule. Heta is constantly under the pressure, but he knows exactly where everybody is. White shirts have possession. It's a drop ball in, and it comes up to Diego. But look, intercepted and well read straight away. He's gone round Diego. He's just left it alone. He cuts back inside. He's gone round two players, two white shirts, and he's on the attack. He's got a couple of options. He hits it high. It actually goes too high and maybe doesn't get the length, and falls now to Perotto, who desperately tries to get it. It's Laule. Laule on duet. Laule up to Dylan Bacon. Will he defend Dylan Bacon? No, he doesn't. It's a great pass. It's a great goal. Another one for Heta. Laule together. The goals are just coming, John. This is turning into quite a strong domination from the green shirts. We're moving up the scoreboard, and we haven't seen anything coming back from Ladolfina Great Oaks of substance. I see a lot of pressure on Perotto. I see his shoulders shrugging. He keeps talking to the umpires. He doesn't seem happy. He doesn't seem to be relaxed out there like he normally is. Can they do anything with this? Cian Hall.
Cian Hall, and they need to do something with it as well as Cian Hall. He's got the runner out to the left-hand side in Dylan Bacon, but great ride off there by Laule. They are defending superbly out there, this Dubai side, as Perotto under pressure still now. Cian Hall. Hall just gets a little bit of space, but not enough to make any real distance up the ground, as it's now backed up by Diego Cavana. Cavana going in between Head to Castagnola. Head to Castagnola got the hook, and Heggie supplies the pass. And Castagnola, he's gone. Now watch his horse just flatten out his Head to Castagnola. They're all chasing him. No one's going to catch him. Head to Castagnola. He's backed up by Laule. Castagnola once, twice, tapped towards the goal. It's going to go Castagnola.
What a goal. What a play. What speed. That horse from literally down to the 40 yards from the other end. That horse on fire, literally past everybody. He was taken a good gap because the other teammates took him out the way. It was a hard shot for him. He had to get the angle and get that little half shot to the right. Ali Al-Bawadi jumps up and down in the bound of the pony lines. Lola Castagnola has taken his cigarette out of his mouth and is jumping up and down like a man possessed. This is exciting here for the Dubai team, and they go again. They go again. Back in defence goes Ladolfina Great Oaks. Diego Cavana looks over his shoulder, but Laule's there. Laule's putting the pressure onto Perotto.
So Perotto Cambiasso, he has now come out on Lily, leaves it behind and has turned it round, and now they look to go. I think Perotto Cambiasso asking for a timeout, a horse's head into the back, it looked like.
Just a little stop in play. Couple of players off the field, just out of the action there. We would just see what's going on the replay. Little reset. We can see Perotto is holding his back. Huge shout out to our sponsors whilst we take a little reset here. Adolfo just changing, everybody changing. Number 3, our official gin partner. Gusborne, our sparkling wine partner. US Polo SSN, our official clothing partner. And everybody, Rathbones, USA Pro, you name it, Boeing Business Jets. We cannot do any of this without your support and your help on such a prestigious, iconic trophy. We're also playing the best playing pony, but also We have ROR retraining of racehorses within this tournament as well, John, which is exciting. Retraining of thoroughbreds off the racetrack as well.
Yeah, we're also going to have a best playing pony for professionals and best playing pony for patrons in this final as well. So plenty to be supporting. There have been some amazing horses out there this afternoon.
Absolutely. Coming from all types of breeders, from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, English, Argentine. And it is the stars of the show. They are the ones that bear us upon their backs, are the ones that make us look good, and they are the ones doing all of the work out there for sure.
So having a chat there, Perotto Cambiasso still with the third man. Jason Dixon, the other umpire, I think fancies just tightening the girth up a little bit whilst we take this break. But the most important thing is Perotto Cambiasso back on his horse. He is just giving his back a little bit of a rub. It was a hard hit, the horse's head coming through at speed.
Yeah, it's not nice when a bit or a bridle catches you on the vulnerable bit of his back. He just doesn't seem very happy today, John. He doesn't seem that usual Perotto. He's always quiet anyway and calm, but he just doesn't look like he's enjoying himself out there.
No, where they've been so good, this Dubai side, is they haven't let Perotto and Diego play that close. It's actually, Kean Hall has very often been the second player, and Diego Kavanagh hasn't been able to get close to Perotto Cambiasso the way that he loves to and where this team has been so effective. But it's not yet over. They've still got to believe. They came back, or they were brought back, you should say, by King Power for not much further than this, but he didn't need that. He's hitting that too close into Antonio Heggie and just taking out a little bit of frustration here.
A little bit of frustration, pain with his back maybe, a little frustration that they're trailing by 8 goals. A lot of things going on mentally. We often talk about these two being huge pros, and we talk about them being stars and being some of the best players in the world, but we don't really talk about their mentality and the focus and the pressure that a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old can actually handle on a big world stage like this. Yes, they've played in Argentine Opens. Yes, they've played all over the world, but still, those years of experience count for a lot of things, and you only get that by being out there. You only get that by winning or by losing, but you've got to play polo and you've got to put the years in. Hector Castagnola for the penalty. Here we go. It's a good shot, but it's wide to the right-hand side. Did it come off a stick? Yes, it did. Defending player in defense, so they'll have another bite at the cherry for this one. It's called a corner in polo. For those of you new, we don't actually play it from the corner post. We do a safety 60, so it comes out 60 yards on the line that it went out. So it was knocked out to the right-hand side, so we place the ball in line with that, 60 yards out. So another bite in the cherry for Hector. Canters to this one, circles his pony. Here we go. Wide again to the right. It went high. A lot of height with that one, but again, just couldn't quite find the post on that one. But it doesn't matter in the grand scale of things. They're 10-2. Perotto.
So Perotto Cambiasso comes back inside. As we were saying last time round, they've just got to believe this Ladolfina Great Oak side. They are more than capable. Oh, Hector Castagnola, Kean Hall getting close to him. It was off the ball, but Hector Castagnola takes a tumble.
He takes a tumble. We'll have a look at the replay. We'll check that that's the second tumble for Hector. I was just about to say he was on Lovelock's barb. Lovelock's barb has just had a little run off to the pony lines. He's back up on his feet. I think he got caught. Get the paramedics out there, just double check the arm, and it looks like his right arm took a little bit of a collision.
Yeah, it was Kean Hall. Kean Hall does so much work kind of off the players. He's known for that manner in which he's got no fear in going to those higher handicap players and to give his teammates the space, but perhaps they stretch it sometimes. He just got a little bit close in there to Hector, and it looks like, like you say, he's holding his wrist, he's shaking about.
Yeah, arm, wrist, he's shaking it now. His brother there, Barto Castagnola, straight out there, and Ali Al-Bawadi just talking to the Ladolfina Great Oaks of the other teammates, but nice to see Ali Al-Bawadi. What a big mention to him. Thank you so much for all your support with the Dubai Polo team over the years, taking center stage in the late 1990s into 2000s and winning this tournament 5 times with some of the best players in the world. And we're seeing those players re-emerge generation after generation. Perotto there having a chat with, it's a nice shot, that Perotto there walking very nicely on that beautiful grey next to Heta as he goes back to mount up on his horse. I think he's going to be jumping back onto Lovelock's bar. This is Open El Padrino and a Machitos Barbara. So Bay came from Argentina this year. It was bought after the Queen's Cup and is now one of Heta's favourite horses.
Carl, you've mentioned a few times how Dubai, they've won it, and they really have had the who's who, the Pablo McDonough, the Adolfo Cambiasos, both Castagnolas. How do you see this team and this formation ranking in those winning lineups that we've seen in the past? Different to some of the big ones, like there was that Adolfo and Pablo McDonough side. That was seen as pretty much unbeatable, and they were the year they won it. Then there's that Duplessis, the 2 Castagnolas. But this team, I mean, the formation and the way it's done, I mean, Lolo Castagnola, when he went away, separated Barto and Heta Soiva brothers. This is almost a perfect formation they've got.
This is an absolute perfect formation. It doesn't follow the previous formats. It's a completely new format. You've got younger players. You've got a completely different play of handicaps. You've got obviously Heta leading the way there, but you've got so many other key players there and young players like Laule and Antonio Hegyi. I love this format. I love the way Heta's slowly come to the rise from 2019, but the fact that now at this age, at 21, he's finally steering the ship and he's finally making some decisions on his own without his dad or without someone big there.
Yeah, and it's that way in which he's stepped up that game as well this year, perhaps more so than we've seen before. He's always been so electric at running to goals, so good at scoring goals from wherever he wants. The new part of the game we've really seen come into it this year are those passes. And rather than just going for the goal every single time, the amount of times they will put it 15, 20, 10 yards out, and it's Hegyi, Laule or Rashid Abouadi finishing off. It's a new dimension to the game we've seen for Heta Castagnolas. He really does now, you know, with this victory, start to take on that mantle as the best in the world.
Yeah, absolutely, and long may that continue. And with every year that he plays, he's playing in the Argentine Open again with La Natividad. And every year he comes back to England just playing an extra goal. I mean, he's 10 goals, he's playing 11 goals. He'll come back next year and play 12 goals. You know, he just unbelievable. His foresight and that diagonal line, the diagonal lines he loves to take to goal and those next shots. The classic Heta next shot. It is just something else to watch, and it's beautiful, beautiful to see.
Well, I think we've got to speak as well today, you know, as well as Heta being brilliant. We spoke about it was going to be brilliant, meet brilliant in Perotto v Heta, but the way in which Heta has got Hegyi, Rashid Abouadi and Laule pushing Perotto all the time, putting on the pressure, I don't think he's had time once just to stop, look up and really make a play himself.
Oh, terribly frustrating. I think they've done a cracking job. I mean, Perotto is amazing. Perotto can do many things like Heta, but when you aren't given the chance, not even a second, to make that decision because you take too long to pause to work out which play you're going to do, you get punished for it. I mean, he's won the Camara, he's won the Pilar Cups, he's won the Gold Cup, he's won the Argentine Open. He has literally won so many, but still, if you aren't given the chance and you're only 18, he just feels like he's on the back foot a little bit. Have we had a card given? Just having a look, see whether there's a yellow card being issued. Something came out the back of Jason Dixon's pocket. Yes, there's a yellow card in his hand. And he's explaining to the white shirts of La Dauphine Great Oaks, to Kean Hall. So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued against La Dauphine Great Oaks. Got to be careful. The pressure is getting to them. There's a line up and a throw in coming in from the umpire. So following the yellow card, and it's picked up by Heta Castagnola. He runs to goal. He tries to go for a little chip shot, but he doesn't quite connect with that one.
I think as well, just it goes wide, and the reason that was a roll in it, I believe Hector Castagnola may also have been given a yellow card. So that might have been for saying a little bit too much. But ball now comes back in play, and it's here now with Perotto Cambiasso. Perotto sends it long down the line. They've still got to believe. They've got 9 minutes, and they got 8 goals to score. Diego Kavanagh takes it to the left-hand side. Now looking to open it up, Kavanagh on the near side. He's now got Laulay to beat. Then if he beats him, he's got Heggie to beat. He really is having to fight for every play and eventually just leaves it behind. Dylan Bacon is able to pick it up. Bacon, oh, he left it behind. I think he thought Kean Hall was all on his own, but Hector Castagnola just swoops in, but Bacon comes back. The tail backhand looking for Hall on the turn. There first is Laulay, taken out the air there by Antonio Heggie. Heggie now being chased by Perotto, and Perotto this time gets his man, spins it back round. Perotto Cambiasso, 70 yards in goal, opens up the shoulders into a body there, I think, of his own player. So coming back in defence now will be Hector Castagnola. Castagnola takes it back, takes it round, has to look up to see where the runners are. Look how Perotto Cambiasso being taken all the way out for play by Antonio Heggie. So it's here now with Laulay. Behind him again will come Hector Castagnola, waiting for a pass. Rashid Albuari, and how about that for a pass now? 2 Dubai players taking on Perotto Cambiasso, just rushing him in. Heggie looks to come round, but Perotto just fast enough on the turn, now takes it out towards the boards. Perotto just looking to get round Antonio Heggie. Still Perotto Cambiasso didn't pick up the clean shot, but behind him again will come Kean Hall. Kean Hall, he will just keep it close and allow Perotto to take over the attack once more. Perotto goes as we hear the first buzzer, and it's here now with Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh hooked out the play, turning it round, but first there will be Perotto to the right-hand side of Laulay as Perotto Cambiasso now taking on Antonio Heggie. We've got about 15 seconds to go here in this 5th and penultimate Chakra Dubai. They have it with Heggie. Heggie now in between Kavanagh and Perotto Cambiasso. Hector Castagnola waits by. Close by is Laulay, but he's up overboard. Carl, the end of the 5th Chakra.
End of the 5th, 10-2, one more Chakra to go. Please show your appreciation for both teams. This is going to be hard. We'll be back very shortly for the last final Chukka of the 2024 British Open Championship.
La Delfina Great Oaks
versus Dubai.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back for the final Chukka. You join us live from around the world via Cowdray TV and Polo Line TV, where you are watching a domination of a green army of Ali Al-Bawadi and Rashid Al-Bawadi's mighty Dubai, aiming for their 6th British Open title. getting up there as one of the teams in history to win the tournament the most times. Tramontana took it 5 times. Dubai are aiming for their 6. 10 goals to 2. A lot of work for the matchup of this La Dolfina team. A strong team in America playing the gauntlet of Polo. La Dolfina, they won the US Open. Great Oaks then joined in for the Justine Ian Brooks format. They won the Justine Ian Brooks. They got into the final of the Queen's Cup, only pipped to the post by Talon Drakis. And they're here now undefeated all the way through, like Dubai. But it just seems to be Lola Castagnola and his army ready to take this win. The ball is in, it's 6 and it's 7.5 minutes on the clock. Here we go.
So Perotto Cambiasso now looking to take on Laule. Perotto back here on that beautiful grey mare Lily. Fatty's coming out on this. They still fancy they've got a chance here for team in white. Left now for Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh being again, this is how this game has worked. Every single time La Dolfina Great Oaks get close, it's not an easy pathway. They've got to run it really, really close to that goal before having a real chance as Kavanagh deflects it off the pony. Laule looks to clear to head to Castagnola. Heta applying the pressure to Perotto and is now going to fall there on the near side. Look how quick Laule was there. Just to scoop there in front of Kavanagh, then apply the pressure. Dylan Bacon, a great near side backhand, back into the mixer, but turning first again is Heggie. Now, head to Castagnola in front of Cian Hall. We saw these two get to know each other very well in the last chapter, and Cian Hall did really well, but there's another Dubai player, but hooked out for play was Heggie and picked up again by Perotto Cambiasso. Now Perotto looks to go, calling for a pass in front of him was Diego Kavanagh, but it's gone up high but not quite far enough, and it's going to be Castagnola. Ooh, over the top, but it doesn't matter because Abouadi is there. The open backhand played by Abouadi, but spotting the danger. Diego Kavanagh, just quick enough. How about that for calmness as he was being chased, and he spins it back round. And this is what Diego Kavanagh can do at his best as Cian Hall pushing against Heggie. Still there with Cian Hall, left it behind. Great defense by Dubai. They don't want to give La Dolfina Great Oaks even a glimpse, even a chance of getting back into this contest as head to Castagnola in between Cian Hall and Kavanagh. Still head to Castagnola, has a look at Cian Hall to his left-hand side. We'll turn a circle back round. Laule knew the instruction. He came in just to take Cian Hall away for long enough to allow Heta to turn and send the ball down the ground. And now Heggie, watch Abouadi. Abouadi calls to the pass, and it's going to be between Heggie. Heggie sends Abouadi on his way. Rashid Abouadi. Oh, what a shot that is, Rashid, but he's just put too much to the left-hand side and goes up over the back line.
Absolute great power behind that shot, but it's just why the domination of Dubai continues. And that chestnut, lovely chestnut that Heta's on, Navitar Sultana, won best playing pony in the semi-final. Chestnut, and it's a powerhouse, that one, as he turns, waiting for this ball to come back in. There's less than 5 minutes on the clock. Perotto's going to need to just get a couple on there, surely, just to help get a little bit more for the La Dolfina Great Oaks. But again, Dubai still clamping down, and Heta Castagnola once again.
Yeah, they're not giving La Dolfina Great Oaks any space. Perotto Cambiasso can't find his teammates as it's here now with Antonio Heggie. Heggie slows it down. Laule close by. So is Perotto. Still there though with Heggie. Sends it up. Looking now for Abouadi. It's Abouadi on the near side. Left it behind, and it's going to be a whistle on the play.
A little respite. There's tension brewing, and there is anticipation brewing in the green tent as the players come out more, as the backstage, as the back infrastructure work their way to the edge of the pitch, watching these last final moments. Have Dubai gone for a 6 win? Time will tell.
Carl, how for you with La Dolfina Great Oaks, Queen's Cup finalists, obviously, Gold Cup finalists, it looks like it's going to be a second final defeat. How would you take this season as a La Dolfina Great Oaks player?
Very, 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 very positive indeed. You know, it's one game. Yes, it's there. They've made the final of 2 of the biggest trophies in the world. And what play from Antonio. Was that Beltran Laule? Out of the air. Beltran And it's picked up by Perotto.
That was like watching one of those Rodder players earlier. Just took it out of the air, spun round of Vanier's side. Unbelievable play. Now Perotto, there's just nothing they can do. They put it up there. It's defended. Oh, and this time he's left it behind. He looked up as soon as he went to hit that ball. He got a little bit of a lucky bounce as we go into the final 3 minutes. It's here still with Perotto Cambiasso. Big neck shot down the ground, but it's against the pony, so Cian Hall sends it down. Cian Hall now with the tap as Carlude Martinez, my co-commentator, heads down towards the pony lines for the post-match interviews, as it's still here with Cian Hall. Cian Hall behind him, leaves it now, and it's going to be there with Laule. Laule leaves it for Perotto Cambiasso. Can Ladolfina Great Oak still being given absolutely nothing, but Perotto, can he take this one from 30 yards out? Perotto, he's hooked out of it by Heggie. Perotto's going to get another chance. Oh, it's not going to go through. It's saved there by Hector Castagnola, and that just about sums up the day there for Ladolfina Great Oaks, as it's here now with Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh now to the right-hand side of Castagnola. Kavanagh now looking to get one, but Castagnola brings it away again, but the whistle has been blown. God, they're just not giving them anything whatsoever right in front of the goal there. Perotto Cambiasso, but I think they are going to have a penalty this time around. And with it being close up, this could be 10 goals to 3. As the umpires do just wait to see what the final decision is. So much still to come here this evening here at Cowdray Park. We've got so much entertainment behind the goal mouth. There's going to be music going on to the evening. There's shops for you to enjoy. Please do make the most of this wonderful day here at Cowdray Park. And what a day it has been for Dubai as well. No matter what happens in these closing couple of minutes, they are going to take home Gold Cup number 6. And truth be told, throughout this tournament, they have been the dominant side, undefeated every single step of the way. Gaston, they were their closest game back in the group stage, just winning by a goal on that occasion. But other than that, since the opening day victory, they have been almost unstoppable. So ball goes back into play, and it's going to come out the back of the line, and it's going to be here now with Diego Kavanagh. Kavanagh turns it round, looking to take on Hector Castagnola. Still now there, though, Diego Kavanagh. He's fighting his way through. Hector Castagnola flies by on the near side. Nothing to come there as Diego Kavanagh now. He's about 20 yards out, but they're not going to make it easy. Kavanagh through the goal, and they do have another one all the way there, fighting through Diego Kavanagh. He makes it 10 goals to 3. But that tells you all you need to know. The way in which he had to keep on fighting his way through. They haven't let them get close. Players back to the center of the ground. We are in the final minute, just over now. And it's going to be here on the near side with Laule. Laule takes it out to the far side. What a season this 17-year-old player Beltran Laule has had here, as it's backed away and picked up again by Antonio Heggie. Heggie looks for his talisman, Hector Castagnola. He sends it long. They're having fun with it out there now as he looks for Laule towards the back line, but it will roll over the back line. And Hector Castagnola, with 1 minute to go, he wants to finish this tournament out there on Lovelock's Fidel. Back out on the horse for me, as I've said, the best horse of the high goal season, Lovelock's Fidel. It will be heading off to Argentina to play the Triple Crown out there with Hector Castagnola. And what a privilege it has been to watch that horse here at Cowdray Park as Perotto Cambiasso now looks to go on a run. Perotto taking on Laule. Laule, he gets his man again and cuts it out. We are in to the final minute now of the 2024 British Open, and it's Dubai's to bring it away now. They will be taking home the victory, and he's going to get one more chance as well for the 17-year-old player, Beltran Laule. This will be his first British Open, and he wants to finish his final with a bang. Oh, Diego Kavanagh beat him for strength, beat him for speed. How about it? Dubai, they have finished this game in the perfect manner. And there it is. Let's hear it for both sides then. Dubai, they are the champions of the British Open for 2024. Please can I ask all here at the ground, take a stand, give a round of applause. What a performance it was. It wasn't the close game many were expecting. Beheta Castagnola, Rashid Al-Bouadi, Beltrán Lale, and Antonio Hegyi. What a team they are, and they will go back into the tent. It's a 6th trophy for Dubai. L'Adolphina Great Oaks, they got to the final of both the Queen's Cup and the Gold Cup. They've had a great season. Dylan Bacon, Peroto Cambiasso, Diego Kavanagh and Kean Hall. But what a performance, what a statement that is. Hector Castagnola captaining a side for the first time to the British Open, and they will be so proud of him, taking the congratulations there of their team. But let's hear it again, please, as both sides make their way off the ground. There will be a presentation, of course, of the Gold Cup following this game, but how about it? Dubai, they are your champions, 11 goals to 3. They were dominant, they were unbelievable, and Hector Castagnola, what a player he is. So, as we have a look here on the big screen on the far side, that's Hector Castagnola taking the plaudits. A big shout out to all the team behind there for Dubai. They worked so hard, and what a moment that is for his father. Lola Castagnola, winner of this tournament with Dubai himself, congratulating his son there, Hector Castagnola, as we zoom out there on the big screen, looking into the tents. My co-commentator, your host of the day, Carl Ude Martinez, he's made his way down into the tent to try and grab an interview with one of his players as and when he can. We're also going to have them all in front of the grandstand here for the presentation. Beautiful Gold Cup trophy. Now look at that again. Put your eyes towards the big screen. They're going to be dancing up and down of his Dubai side. They will be celebrating into the evening, heading back up towards the Windsor area. And what a moment it is for the side. You see Benny Castagnola in there as well. He has had a great season himself playing, and how about that for Hector Castagnola? He looks absolutely delighted with his efforts. He has taken his game to another level this year. That's the older brother, Barto Castagnola. Last year's MVP, Barto Castagnola, had a great season as well with the SEC team. We shouldn't forget that. There were 2 teams in this organization, Desert Palm Polo, the other one that ran the L'Adolphina Great Oaks side so close in that quarterfinal as well. And we are now going to throw over to Carlo De Martinez and the team over in the Dubai tent who are going to have an interview with us.
Okay, so here we are, ladies and gents. We are down by the pony lines. We are in a very, very happy camp right now. Dubai Polo team have the win for the 5th, now the 6th time. This is their of the British Open. I'm going to grab Antonio. Wow, I mean, unbelievable, Antonio. You played fantastically. For me, MVP for sure. You were everywhere today. How do you feel?
No, I feel amazing. I never imagined winning the Gold Cup. It was a dream for me. And I think all the team played amazing, so yeah, really happy.
The team played unbelievable. What did you talk about before you came out for the first chukker? What did you say? How are we going to do this?
No, to keep playing the way we are playing the before matches, and I think we did it. Now we have a great Gold Cup, and I think we play well.
You've won your first ever British Open championship.
Yes, first ever British Open, so yes, really happy.
Are you happy with how the horses went?
Yes, yes. I have some horses from mine, and a lot from Dubai and Jetta. So thank also to them because of giving me all that horses.
You have been a physical player throughout this tournament. It's been a joy to watch. You're 5 goals, but you have 10 goals of confidence. You're not frightened to get stuck in. You're not frightened to make the plays. Congratulations. Go and celebrate. Go and celebrate. Congratulations. Well done. Unbelievable here. Let's see if we can find somebody else down here. Follow me down if we can. We've got... Here we go. Now Rashid, he didn't want to talk to me before, Rashid Al-Bawadi, because he said if we win in the final, we'll do an interview. If we win, I'll give you an interview. So here he is. We get an interview because he did win. Rashid, times you're one of the most iconic on the polo calendar. You must be super happy, Rashid.
We're super happy. You know, we've been so close for the past 3 years, and to finally break the pattern of losing in the final feels good.
So you were finalists in 22, finalists in 23. What did you guys do? Did you change anything at all? It didn't seem like you changed anything coming into this final. It looked like you carried on playing like you've been doing in the quarters and the semis. Was there any subtle changes that you did?
Not really. We found our rhythm, and I think so. We just stuck to the plan and just tried to do the right things with the horses and not to change too much. And it worked out very well for us.
It's a joy to watch your horsepower and the way each one of you, every single player on the team, just connects so well. You look polished. It looks like a really finished article. I mean, you guys were obviously the stronger team out there, but you looked all connected. Is that something that you've struggled with in the past, or do you feel like you had it this year?
I think so. We all try to play our natural positions, and for us to have such good and talented players, it made everything much easier. So I think for all of us, we just tried to stick to our position and just play polo.
How happy are you right now? You've got another title, following in your father's footsteps with some of the greatest players in the world. You must be super happy. You don't look very happy. Come on, where's the smile?
I'm a bit overwhelmed, and I think so. We'll go back to the stables and celebrate.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you so much, Rashid. Honestly, thank you for talking to us, and congratulations. Thank you. Unbelievable. Rashid Al-Bawadi, he has never ever won he wouldn't give me an interview, and then he said if I win I'll give you an interview. So 6 wins for Rashid Al-Bawadi, following in his father's footsteps. Ali Al-Bawadi, Adolfo Cambiaso's played with him, Diego Cavana's played with him, Pablo Madonna, and now we have Hector Castagnolo, a new changing of the guard. And what a player. I mean, he's 10 goals, but he plays a different format, a different play. Like you all saw, he's got his own style, and boy, is he super well mounted. And what it means for these guys down here, what it means to take that win off such a strong team like La Dolfina Great Oaks. Don't count them out. They've got a fantastic team, La Dolfina, Perotto, Kean Hall, Diego Kavanagh, Dylan Bacon. They played brilliantly. They've won some amazing tournaments. They've been in finals throughout this season. But today it just didn't seem to be their day. They just couldn't quite do it. They just couldn't get that overlap. Lolo, here he is. Oh, legend. I'm very good. You're not pacing anymore. You've dropped the stick. The cigarette is out. Oh, you must be happy.
I'm very happy, yeah. I'm very happy because we're not supposed to have that game, because Argentina, I think, is the best team of the season. And we are happy because we won the Gold Cup.
So it's a 6th win for Dubai. You've won it as well with Dubai, and watching your son and watching Barto and Hector win it before in 2019, now watching Hector. But what did you do differently? Did you change anything? Because obviously you knew you had a tough game against La Dolfina and against Perotto and the team, but you guys just looked very consistent throughout the tournament.
We start consistent, I think, after the 3rd games of the Gold Cup. We changed some tactics, not tactics, we put pressure. And I say to the boy, let's go to play our polo with the speed and everything, and we are lucky to play like that.
But tell me about the horses, Lolo. I mean, the horsepower. I mean, it's evident. Hector gets the ball. He's 3, 4, 5 lengths ahead. He's always 2 seconds ahead of everybody else. How do you get that? How do you work with that?
No, we are working hard about the horses, but the guy they give us that horses, and they put everything for us, and for us, for us is Ali. Ali with us is like our father. They give everything. They say, come on, boys, you have to mountain, you have to play polo, but we need horses, and that's the guy. They give you everything.
And it's an amazing organization to be a part of, one that you've been a part of for many, many years, and playing with Adolfo, and now seeing, how proud are you seeing the next generation? So, you know, your son there where you were, now with Rashid, and you were there with Ali, and watching Perotto where Adolfo, you must feel, I mean, come on, surely it's an amazing feeling, no?
It's an amazing feeling, but it's crazy because we have, the other day I talking to Rajuri when I start play with Ali, he's 3 years old with the blue pyjama, Rajuri. And
I hope he's not listening to this.
With the blue pyjama, and now he's here, and we play with Adolfo. We are like family, you know. And okay, we like to win, and we have the pressure to win, but we working for that. Sometimes you lose. We lose the last two finals, 22-23, and now we are winning, and we are. But always we trying to be there. Sometimes you're not the best when you win, but you're not the so choto when you lose.
Nice. And this also helps Heta, and it helps your team get better. It helps you learn from those losses in order to be stronger the next time.
Of course, you know, look, Heta. You have the young generation, Poroto. They play unbelievable, and they need experience like his father, like Adolfo. If we have that experience in the field, I say every time when Adolfo is play, I tell the boy, watch Adolfo, the way he play, we have to play like that, and we learn from that, no?
And slowly it's working. Honestly, you must be super happy, Lolo. Thank you so much, and for all your work with the Dubai team. It's always, I know it's a big team, I know there's many people, but you are the driving force of the Dubai team. So thank you very much.
Thank you for everything. Fantastic organization.
Thank you. Good luck. Good. Thank you. Oh wow, we're going to throw back to John. That was amazing to speak to Lolo. I mean, he's an icon of mine as well. But just to have that insight from such a man and a former Tangola as well, and the big power force behind Dubai. We're going to throw back to John. That is it from down here at the Dubai. I don't think we're going to get Heta, but it is presentation time, so I'll see you very shortly for the prize giving.
Yep. Thank you very much, Carl. Really, really great to hear the insight, especially from Lolo Castagnola. What an organization he has set up alongside Ali Abouadi, Rashid Abouadi. Great to see Tariq Abouadi as well on the field. As we have a look again on the screen to the left at some of the highlights, some of the best goals of this final. There were some amazing goals as well. That one was young Beltran Laule with that amazing cut shot out to the right-hand side. And then Heggie, look how he just takes away the player, leaving it for Heta Castagnola. Heta Castagnola from these positions, he will never miss. The bounce of the ball doesn't put him off in the slightest. As you hear again, it just pops up at the last second. He gets chased this time by Perotto Cambiasso, and calmly the little fist pump as well towards that Dubai tent. And again, it just seems to be Heta goal after Heta goal in this final. Fighting through the traffic that time around. That was the goal in the second half that sent them back in their way. And he's just got this uncanny ability. No one knows what direction he's heading in as he reached behind the horse there. And it was a great team performance all the way around.
2-1-2. Test 1-2.
Castagnola just was able there on the near side as well to finish off that chance. So good how he keeps the ball under pressure. He's so strong at that age as well. He's put on some real strength to his frame as well this year as he comes back. Doesn't matter to him on the offside or the near side. He will just put it through those two posts, find the flags at either end. Just seems to be at one with the horse wherever he goes. That stage at 8-2. This one of the goals of the game. He really ran from distance on this one that went through, I'd imagine as well. We're going to see that final goal. That was Beltran Laule, an amazing goal to finish the tournament as well. Here we go. How about that? They were already winning by 8 goals at this point, but away he went, put the goal through. Beltran Laule, what a player. so much future in front of him now as we head towards the prize giving now. And I will throw back to Carl at the ground, and I will take those watching live with us through it here on Cowdray TV. Just before we do hand over, we do still have some more stats as well. 10 field goals for Dubai. Amazing. Out of the 11 goals they scored, to see 10 of them out the field. They dominated for throw-ins, which we said early on, as they would. Not too many fouls in the game by either side. 8 by Dubai, just for 7 from Ladolfina. Great Oaks. The penalties, both sides, they missed a couple, but it didn't matter for Dubai in the end. You do just wonder. Perotto, a couple of penalty misses in the first half. And then a yellow card for each side as well after the collision between Kian Hall and Heta Castagnola towards the end of the 5th chukker as well. But pretty open game, pretty clean game as far as it went, but just clinical in front of goal were Dubai. So as you see there on the screen as well, Rashid Abwadi and Ali Abwadi. Heta Castagnola just in the foreground. Ali must be absolutely delighted in the way that his team has come through in this tournament. Lolo Castagnola, as I said, winner of this tournament himself with Dubai, back with Adolfo Cambiasso, the father of Perotto as it was. And they just come back looking stronger every single year. Umpire Jason Dixon as well. They're all smiling now. It's not always like that for the umpires and players, but pretty clean, great officiating throughout the contest, throughout the tournament as well. It's been remarked so often how well the umpires have done. It's never easy for them out in field. And what a shot that is. Ali Abwadi, Rashid Abwadi, and Lolo Castagnola in the middle. They work so hard at their polo, both Rashid and his brother Tariq Abwadi. Tariq back this year playing with Desert Palm. But this year it was all about the famous shirts of Dubai, getting that 6th British Open Gold Cup title. They would have perhaps been a little bit disappointed in the Queen's Cup. They did go into that tournament as well, one of the favourites to be knocked out at the quarterfinals, but they have more than made up for it. As we said, rarely tested throughout the tournament, as we see some of the horses coming through as well. They will be announced as the best playing ponies here. Just waiting to get confirmation of so great. It's great to see those ponies down there. I'll wait for Carl to take over the microphone and announce the best playing ponies for you, as the players also begin to make their way back. For those here at the ground, please do as I say. The celebrations, they will continue long into the evening to the left-hand side of the field. You can already hear the music beginning to get going. The same tent many of you here would have been celebrating at the Ibiza party. What a weekend it has been at Cowdray. We had UAE winners of the Ladies British Open yesterday, and it is the turn of Dubai out here in the Mixed British Open. Heta Castagnola following in the footsteps. His brother Barto, winner 12 months ago. Now Heta defeated finalists. And a trio of these players, Heta Castagnola, Rashid Abwadi, Beltran, Laulay, they were all part of the Dubai side last year, so this victory will taste all the sweeter for them.
1 2 1 2.
Laulay and Antonio.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start our presentations here for the British Open Championships for the Cowdray Gold Cup. First of all, we will start with a check, a charity check, air ambulance check for Kent, Sussex and Surrey. I would like to ask Michael Prince, USPA Global Licensing President and CEO, and Shannon Stilson, USPA Global Licensing Vice President, Global Sports Marketing Media, to present to Kerry Campbell and Alex Redwood for the Air Ambulance Kent, Surrey, Sussex for 2,500. Would we please give them a round of applause? Thank you so much to the US Polo ASSN and their support for this charity, the Air Ambulance Kent, Surrey and Sussex. And thank you to Michael Prince and Sharon Stilson from US Polo ASSN and USPA Global Licensing, President and CEO and Vice President. If we could please ask the horse to step forwards for the Cowdray Best Playing Pony. The Cowdray Best Playing Pony. And if I can ask Leela Pearson, the Honourable Leela Pearson, to step forwards to present the Cowdray Best Playing Pony, and that has been decided that that's going to Alberta Gulfstream, Heta Castagnola for Dubai, Dubai owned for Heta Castagnola. Gulfstream is the name, and Gulfstream was definitely the speed. Heta Castagnola takes that win for the Best Playing Pony, and a big thank you to the Honourable Leela Pearson for presenting this pony rug. Congratulations to Heta Castagnola and to his team looking after the horses on the season for the Cowdray Gold Cup, and they win the Best Playing Pony, Alberta Gulfstream, owned by Dubai. Next we move on to the Patron Best Playing Pony. The Patron Best Playing Pony presented by King Power and Liz Higgins on behalf of King Power. And this horse is Dubai Chalita, bred by Ali Al-Bawadi. Bred Dubai by Al-Bawadi, Dubai Chalita to Rashid Al-Bawadi. And there is Ali with son Rashid. Dubai Chalita, bred by Ali. Congratulations to you and Rashid. And a big thank you to King Power. And on behalf of King Power, Liz Higgins, to present this trophy, this rug to Dubai Chalita. Thank you very much to Liz Higgins. Now can I ask the runners-up and the winners, please, to take their places up onto the podium. If we can ask Ladolfina Great Oaks and Dubai to make their way up onto the podium, please. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our runners-up and our winners to Le Divide and Ladolfina Great Oaks. If we can ask Dubai to join them. We're just waiting for Otto to come up and join us. Next, I'd like to ask Laura Rees from Gusbourne, our sparkling wine sponsor, Master Sommelier and Head of Wine for Gusbourne, to present to our umpires, Peter Wright. Congratulations to Peter. And to Jason Dixon, our mounted officials, Jason Dixon, Peter Wright. And our third man, Tim Bown. And thank you so much to Laura Reese, our Gusbourne sponsor, Master Sommelier and Head of Wine. Next, we move on to the Robert Graham Trophy, presented by Vanessa Graham and Will Healy. The Robert Graham Trophy, the third time it's been presented since 2022, following his Lifetime Achievement Award as Chief Umpire. And Will Healy, a long-time friend and teammate of Robert Graham, and Vanessa Graham, daughter of Robert Graham. He did so much for polo, was a very, very nice guy, and such an award in memory of him for Robert Graham Trophy. And a big, big thank you to Vanessa and Will Healy. Thank you, Jason Dixon, and thank you, Peter Wright. Next, we move on to our runners-up. If I could ask Sophie Turner, please, to step forwards to present the prizes for our runners-up. Please, would you welcome down, playing at number 1 for La Dauphine Great Oaks, Dylan Bacon. Playing at 2, Kean Hall. Playing at 3, Diego Kavanagh. And playing at 4, Adolfo Perotto Cambiasso Jr. Thank you very much to La Dauphine Great Oaks. They came into this tournament undefeated, but it was a tough match for them today against our winners in the green shirts Dubai. If I could ask, please, at 1 to come down to collect their prize first, Heta Camilo Castagnola. Patron of the team, playing at number 2, and what a tournament he's had. Please would you welcome Rashid Al-Bawadi. Playing at 3, and what a match he had today, physically everywhere, and what a game. Please would you welcome Antonio Heggie. And definitely a rising star, working his way up the ranks. 17 years old, Beltran Laule. And now, please, we ask Michael Prince, the USPA Global Licensing President and CEO, and Bujalal from Brand Machine, to hand over the MVP award alongside Gusbourne Wine and Laura Reese. The MVP, the most valuable player, has been decided to go to Heta Castagnola. Thank you very much to the USPA Global Licensing, Brand Machine, Boujalal, Laura Reese from Gusbourne, and congratulations to Heta. And now it's the time we've all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, as Sophie Turner presents the illustrious Gold Cup. Dates back to 1956. Could the captain please come down to take this Gold Cup? Rashid Al-Bawadi. They did it 5 times over the years. They've now taken it for a 6-win Dubai. What an almighty army and a great domination in that match. Ladies and gentlemen, would you put your hands together for our runners-up, La Dolphina Great Oaks, and our winners, Dubai. So as we say goodbye to La Dolphina Great Oaks, please, and just leave our Dubai players upon the podium. The bags are for you as well, the Cowdray bags. Well done, Dylan Bacon, Kean Hall, Diego Calvin, and Perotto Cambiasso. One more round of applause for La Dolphina Great Oaks. Sophie Turner presenting the winners and the trophy. So we have a photo call as you look to the front, please, ladies and gents. And now, Sophie, thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for Sophie Turner, please? Thank you, Sophie. And we welcome onto the stage Ali Al-Bawadi. There are your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Rashid Al-Bawadi, Heta Castagnola, Ali Al-Bawadi, Antonio Hegyi, Beltran Laule, as we ask some key representatives to come up onto the podium. A big thank you to Lolo Castagnola, to Louisa Dorney, to Livy Alderman, and the whole organisation of the Dubai team. Ali Al-Bawadi, a huge, huge supporter of polo throughout the world. Are we going to lift the trophy? Lift the trophy up, guys. Celebrate in style, Ali. You've won it now 6 times. 6 times. There it is. And if you want to join them, Team Dubai, get up on that podium, team. Get up there and join them. Please do come and join. And when you're ready, celebrate as you always know how. What a play and what a prestigious moment for the winners of this year's 2024 British Open Championship for the Cowdray Gold Cup. A very happy moment. Heta Castagnola, he wins it for the 2nd time. Rashid Al-Bawadi winning it now for the 4th, 5th time. The team have won it 6 times. Antonio Hegyi for the 1st time, and Beltran Laule for the 1st time. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation here. We're going to do some key shots as you throw now back to John. John, they've done it. The 6th win for Dubai. Sheer domination, utter skill. Wow, what a day.
So what amazing scenes here at Lawns Ground at number 2. Amazing to see the MVP, Heta Castagnola. He has brought his name to another level this year, and well, as he might take his time. Look at him go, Heta Castagnola. What a young player he is. He is a true superstar of this sport, and he will be for years and years to come as he celebrates here with his Dubai side, and these lot, they will party long into the evening here. They will head back to Windsor. What a moment for Dubai. 6-time winners of the British Open head to Castagnola for the second time. Rashid, he picks up his third at this stage, and then both Beltran Laule and Antonio Hegyi, they have their first Gold Cup victories. And what a moment, what a season they've had. Quarterfinalists in the Queens, they then took it to another level here at the Gold Cup. So what a day. The sun has come out, the music is starting around the Lawns number 2 arena. Please do hang around here for those at the ground, and thank you to all of those as well who have joined us on the live stream, not only today but throughout the tournament here on Cowdray TV. These highlights, they will live long into the future, both on the Cowdray social medias and on the Polo Line socials as well. And look at that shot as it just goes out into the sky, and it will very much be Dubai celebrating in. But from all of us here, myself and Carl, the Polo Line TV production company, everybody here at Cowdray, a huge thank you. The season here, it goes on. The high goal, it will come back another year, and we look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. But for now, thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you.